not letting me talk. So I've learned to test everything before it goes live, and right before it goes live, it stopped working again. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you so much for always tuning in to us. And I'm watching here the last of the Indianapolis 500 qualifying. I don't see Larson up there, so I guess he didn't have a good car. But no sound. You're not hearing anything. 1 second. Hello. Larson up there, so I guess he didn't have a good. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, good deal. Heard you becoming the third base coach for Baltimore. Exactly. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much, James. What's going on? Amy, Richard, Taterhead, Georgia fan, James, Cold Trickle. What's up? Ryan Reed, Bronny, as always. Nerd, what's going on? Good to see you. Feminine, what's going on as well? Rowdy Rebel back again. What's going on, man? What's going on? Maybe Rowdy can win a truck race tonight. The trucks had their qualifying canceled, so we're going to go with points or from the last race ran. I believe that's how it goes. So Corey Heim and the 07, since we call it Willie B was in an 07 truck last week, he gets to start second. And that's bad for Lane Riggs because he gets to go all the way in the back here. Lane Riggs back there in 27th spot. So appreciate you hanging out. We're just waiting on the coverage to start here for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the Window World 250 here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. And I've decided I'm not doing the heat races tonight. I know, but I'm going to spend some time with Spain this Saturday, since next weekend I will be full throttle on the YouTube all weekend long next Saturday. So I'm going to spend some time with her tonight and hang out with all that. So you got to get a new mic. I think it's the laptop that's messing the things up. I really think so. I really don't know. But also with this new hub I have, that's plugged into it too. So maybe I'll have to go straight into the laptop. I'm not sure. But what's up, Big Way? Good to see you. They're going to be on FS1, and it really isn't any determination, anything. It determines the starting lineup for the All-Star race tomorrow, even though they qualified. They qualified for the starting lineup for the heat races, but it's just the starting lineup for tomorrow's All-Star race. And of course, Kyle Larson's not even racing in it tonight. The Five's not even racing it, so they know they're going to start last. So why mess up a car when you don't have to? They're going to start in the very back of the pack. So about 5 more minutes here on the FS1 for the Indy 500, and they'll bring the live coverage for the Window World 250. But let's go through the line here. 12 hat. Yeah, I got the 12 hat on today. And you got a Demi Hamlin shirt and a 12 hat, so that's a little different. But let's go to the lineup here, and let's take a look at the lineup here. As next weekend, y'all, next Friday is going to be the ARCA race and the truck race, and any qualifying that goes in there and practices. The Saturday is going to be probably full of practices and qualifying, plus the Xfinity Series is back next weekend. And then Sunday, the Indianapolis 500 and the Coke 600. So CeeLo's going to be streaming a whole lot next weekend. Not watching the Heats, watching the Braves. They're going to be on Boston Red Sox. So, yeah, the Heats are going to be on tonight. I didn't do them last year. I know it'd probably be an opportunity for us to stream them, but I've decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just chill with Spain. I even think the Heat races might be on FS2 tonight. I really think they might be on FS2, but let's go through the lineup here as well. Just make sure you're hitting that like for us as you're coming in, as we're going to be bringing you the flag-to-flag coverage of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Window World 250 today, and we'll see how it goes. Corey is going to be 250 laps at North Wilkesboro as well. Corey Himes on the pole from winning last week. This is based on last week's finish. Kyle Busch is going to start on the outside line, but why? Because Willie B had that truck last week, and he actually finished third, but Lane Riggs was disqualified at the end of the race because of a illegal truck bed or something like that, or cover or something like that. So he is disqualified. So Willie B moved up to second. Sammy Smith is in third. No, is that points? Am I wrong? Doesn't say it's FS1, must be on FS. Am I wrong about this, Bronny? Is this points or is this from where they finished last week? Because that doesn't make any sense, because Hocevar finished last week. He finished 1 first place. But Corey Himes, and this is based on points then. So the 07 car is in second. Sammy Smith is third. Gio's in fourth. Jake Garcia fifth. Stuart Friesen sixth. Seventh, Daniel Hemrick. Ninth. Eighth is Grant Infinger. Ninth is Caden Honeycutt. 10th is Brent Cruz. 11th is Ben Rhodes. 12th is Ty Majeski. 13th, Tyler Ankrum. 14th, Chandler Smith. 15th, Matt Crafton. 16th is Matt Mills. 17th, Dawson Sutton. 18th is Raj Caruth. 19th is Connor Mozak. Andres Perez is in 20th. 21st is Tony Bridger in that 5 Toyota. Jack Wood in 22nd. 23rd is Connor Jones. 24th is Tanner Gray. 25th is Spencer Boyd. 26th is Derek White. 27th is Lane Riggs. He had the almost win last week. Him and Hocevar touched. Hocevar told him he was number one in his book as he was crossing the finish line. And man, oh man, that was a crazy almost wreck there. Tyler Tomasi's in 28th. 29th for your good old friend Frankie Munoz. 30th is Luke Baldwin. 31st, Jason Alexander. 32nd, Patrick Emmerling. 33rd, Norm Benning. And 34th, Ryan Roulette. So there is your standings for today. And IndyCar and FS1 upside down today. Yeah. F1 upside down today. So we'll see what happens here as they're finishing up on the Indianapolis 500 qualifying. I thought about doing that, but since we're doing the 500 next week, but maybe tomorrow we'll do the fastest 6 or whatever they call it. What's up, Dubs? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Crybaby Connor is determined by the metric score that NASCAR puts that determines the qualifying order. That Heim was last in qualifying order, so he gets the pole. Okay. Gotcha. That's how it works. So Corey Heim and Kyle Busch, what an outside line, what an out front row here for today's race. Should be interesting as Indianapolis 500 qualifying continues on FS2. So I'm glad that we didn't cover that whole thing because we would have been able to cover the whole thing. But now the truck race is on FS1 and IndyCar is going to FS2. Is qualifying is taking care of us over there as well. Watching a bot college baseball stream. Yeah, they get away with that stuff too as well. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. And let's see here. Is this going to work? Position.
We are back stateside of North Wilkesboro, so a busy
Indy
week.
500 practice and qualifying like last like 2 weeks. I know it does. It's crazy.
Yeah, the Halmar team brought us another.
Good to see you, Shay. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here
this morning, and you know, a lot better than what we were.
Appreciate you hanging out.
So improvements, you know, keep being shown, and yeah, had a good finish last week. Get some momentum back going to match.
Keep that like, trying to get to 100 likes. 100 likes on the stream. We appreciate you. Help us out with that.
It was decent. Getting it to turn the middle a little quicker was what we worked on, but racy. I mean, 2 grooves in 1 and 2, maybe 3. You know, 2 solid lines in 3 and 4. So a lot of fun. Was able to move around a bunch in practice, and that's cool when you can do that.
What up, Bobby? Good to see you as well. Sky Allen, hello.
Today, and see how it goes.
Stuart Friesen starts in the 6th spot. Chris
what up, T-Van? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you, T-Van.
As of late, 3 top 10s the last 4 as a rookie. So what's been the key to trying to start figuring this out? You feel like you got some momentum coming here to a short track at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, just got to stay consistent. I'm excited to be back at a short
track. All right. Is Larson at Indy today? Yes, he's at Indy today. I don't know if he's qualified or not. Did anyone know if he qualified already? I didn't see him in the top 10, so I'm assuming no. 07 all day, Rowdy Reed. We'll see. We're going to get to our picks. So, Rowdy Rebel, this is how we work on our NASCAR streams. We do a little pre-race ceremonies, and then we go to our we go to our picks. After pre-race ceremonies, we do our picks, we do our dark horses, and then we pick cautions. So get ready for your pick and your dark horse and your cautions for this race. Richard says, not yet. Okay, thank you. Let me know if he does qualify. I'd like to see where he plays as Mr. Lawson is up there at Indy 500. He's not doing anything here today. They have heat races tonight for the NASCAR Cup Series. It's not really that important, but they run like 10 and 10. on there. So cars out so far. Indy Larson is 24th of the 27 cars went out at Indy. Okay, thank you, Bronny.
Such a unique racetrack.
You're going with the 7. All right, well, make sure we'll do our picks here in just a second.
That means that
make sure you're getting ready for that.
Single file. But that was completely opposite. Last year, whenever they redid this racetrack, I think it took everybody
Three-seeded North Florida softball came through and clutch once again, clinching their very first ever NCAA tournament victory. Wow.
Changed the racing groove a lot. It seems like the preferred groove, like you mentioned, has
ready for my pick? Not yet. Not yet. What's up, Susan? Good to see you. Aussie, what's going on? Good to see you as well.
Beautiful day of sunshine.
Appreciate you.
I think that you're going to start.
Appreciate you. Oh, Ryan Blaney's in the booth tonight, so I wore the appropriate hat.
Turns 3 and 4, we already have a lot of rubber down in that second groove. Last year in the All-Star race, people even started attempting that third groove. So it's going to be fun to see the track move around and see what lane becomes the best.
Keep on hitting that like, y'all. Trying to get to 100. Stick with your poll pick, all right? Trying to get to 100 likes. Help us out. 52 of us here already. 52 likes, 122 folks here. CSVG got he's got the poll for the Open, which we'll have tomorrow for you guys live here on our channel. The NASCAR Open and the NASCAR All-Star Open and the NASCAR All-Star Race tomorrow. Coverage right here on the Go at CeeLo.
Series is all of the pre-race ceremonies and stuff that goes on is super important to the team, to the sponsors.
Rowdy going to be in this 07 truck. Can't wait to see this first turn with him and Heim.
Level and trying to figure out your routines. There's some drivers that have superstitions, some that don't. Some say, I got to finish my sponsor and friend photos at this particular time. But it all comes down to each individual driver and their preference.
You think he's going to miss the Coke 600 again?
These drivers are trying to get their final photos made before we have our pre-race ceremonies.
Watching the crew members, doing some calisthenics, making sure they're in tip-top shape when it comes time for their first opportunity to perform work on the trucks this afternoon. But right now, all eyes are on the start-finish line, trackside, as we get ready for pre-race ceremonies for the Window World 250, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, racing at North Wilkesboro for its 5th time. Let's go trackside right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as you're able. Remove your hats and veterans render a hand salute as the North Carolina State Highway Patrol Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from Window World, Meredith Smith.
I believe there's power in the name of Jesus. And there's power when God's people join together in prayer. So please join with me. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today. I thank you, Lord, for your goodness and your faithfulness, for your mercy, for your kindness. Lord, I thank you that we can continue to make memories here at this track. Memories that have been made here for generations. And now we have the opportunity for that to continue. Lord, I thank you for all those that have worked so hard to restore and revive this place to its former glory. And Lord, I thank you for the freedom to stand here today and to speak the name of the one who can bring restoration and revival to each one of us, and that is Jesus Christ. God, I thank you for the courageous men and women that defend our freedoms by serving in our military, and for the law enforcement officers, and for all those who so sacrificially serve our communities. Lord, I ask that you bless them and that you keep them, that you strengthen them and defend them and protect them. And Father, I lift up a special prayer for all those that were affected by the tornadoes last night in Missouri and Kentucky. Those that have lost property and precious loved ones, Lord, let us keep them in our thoughts and prayers and do what we can to help them. And Lord, may you comfort them as only you can. And your word says that you are a very present help in times of trouble. So I pray that you help them to recover and heal their hurting hearts. And Lord, lastly, we ask that you surround and protect all the drivers and their crews today, Lord. Although there can only be one victory in this race, Lord, let us be reminded that we can all have victory through faith in your Son, Jesus Christ. And it is in his mighty name that I pray. Amen.
here to perform our national anthem. Please welcome worship leader and fourth grade teacher from Gastonia, North Carolina, Megan Richard.
To see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And with that, pre-race ceremonies wrap up. The drivers now will strap aboard.
Wow. I think that's the longest prayer that's ever happened in a NASCAR race. That was a long prayer, y'all. Thought I was at church. Wow. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Thanks so much for hanging with us. All right. Man, America. That's right. Appreciate everybody being here. All right. So, thanks for the prayers and the flags and all that America stuff. Thanks so much. Appreciate y'all coming in here. It was long. That was crazy, but it was good. It was good done. It was very good. Yes, 100%. All right. So appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Now it's time to pick our picks, and I'm going Rowdy Bush. Corey Heim. Did I pick Corey Heim? Corey Heim. It's hard not to pick Corey Heim. I got Rowdy as my other thing. It's hard not to pick him here. He's on the pole now. He's going to be out front. It's a small track. Let's see who you got. And we're going to start with Caitlin, and she's going Rowdy Bush. Hemrick, Daniel Hemrick for Taterhead. 17 of Geo, Jermaine says. Bronny's got the 07 Rowdy. Steve N's got Rowdy. Rowdy Rebels got Rowdy. Bobby Livingston's got Rowdy. Sky Allen's going the other 7 with Sammy Smith. Richard's got Rowdy as well. Tim Fowler's got Rowdy. Everybody taking Rowdy. Shane says Rowdy. John's going with CeeLo with Heim Time. Dubs is going Rowdy. Wow, look at all these Rowdy picks. Wow. Bush. Rowdy, another one for Richard. Geo for T-Van. T-Van ruins the streak. Lloyd. Greg's got Mr. Bush. Rowdy for Lloyd. Rowdy for Mad. Look at all these guys. Kyle Bush first. Corey Heim second. Hammer down, David Farmer says. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I don't want to say it, but Rowdy Bush. There's a Georgia fan. 07 all day long for Tony. Man, this is crazy. Sammy Smith. There you go, Kenneth Fox. Greg Biffle. Is he? I don't think he's in this race. You have to pick someone else, Nate. 38. Okay, Lincoln Kim says Chandler Smith, a 38 car. Go Fords, Mr. C. Awesome, Lincoln Kim. Appreciate you being here. Bush, he's in the race on the front. Exactly, Mister. He is out front there. We'll see what he has. If he can go any way, go up front, get past Heim there on that first turn. Get off that backstretch with the lead. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for your picks, man. It was Rowdy Bush favorite here today. Today's majority is Rowdy. It's right. So if Rowdy gets in a wreck, the third stage, we might have a bunch of people picking new picks. Rowdy as the poll vote, says Negative O. Sky Allen's going Sammy Smith. Ben Rhodes for Timothy. There's a good one. Watch Brent Cruz win. That's right, Georgia fan with that one truck. But thanks so much, guys. Rowdy as well for David. Thank you, David. Rowdy tough truck. He is tough in those trucks. He's pretty good in that 07. So we'll see what happens here. All right.
Sunoco from NASCAR.
All right, so we are just thank you guys for that. And after the gentleman starts your engines, we will do our dark horse pick. So think of your dark horse. If it's not Rowdy Bush, it's got to be Corey Heim, probably. Everybody's swapped with me. I picked Heim and Rowdy. Everybody's going to pick Rowdy as their pick, and Heim is their 11, the 45, and the 7 for Randy. Thank you, Randy, for that. Not the dark horse yet. Right after our gentleman starts your engines, we'll do that here.
Modified Tour, and of course the NASCAR All-Star Open and the All-Star Race. It has been a full slate of racing. We were joking earlier in the weekend. If you leave this race
Honeycut for Derek.
You are still hungry for NASCAR, I don't know what's
It's a Rowdy takeover. That's right.
We've had all kinds of
65 likes, trying to get to that 100 like mark before the green flag. Help us out with the green flag with the 100 likes. Appreciate y'all so much. Hit that subscribe as well. Hit that subscribe up there. 32,377, trying to get to 400 today. 32,400. He has never ran a truck at North Wilkesboro, so this should be interesting. But I mean, he's been on a short track before, so he knows how to ride.
Excited to put on a good show for the fans.
Hayden Honeycutt already won there once this week. Good shot there, Derek. Good point. Good point. So, can you scroll down real quick? Yeah, sure.
I always watch every truck.
Who are you looking for by chance? I'll help you out. Anytime you want to see your driver is, hey, CeeLo, scroll.
Like you go to Texas Motor
and I'll bring it in here for you guys. CeeLo, remember there were no actual passes of the lead during the race here last season. There was 2 lead changes, but both happened on the pit road. So Rowdy has a great chance.
We'll be paying attention, and I'm sure that
you're right.
A lot of my other counterparts will be watching this race as well to see what the track changes to.
A lot of folks are going to pay close attention to it. Perfect conditions. There's a 15 to 18 mile an hour breeze, Mike. Temperatures at 77
You know why no
degrees.
battle cam? This is not the Xfinity, Karen. This is the truck race. I know it's a Saturday, but they're normally on.
With us here on the NASCAR Racing Network.
Yeah, prayers for everybody in St. Louis and Kentucky for sure, and Missouri as well. Yeah, Missouri too.
Now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome 1995 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion with 28 career Truck Series wins, Mike Skinner, along with the Window World executive team.
North Wilkesboro Speedway. Drivers,
start your engines.
Let's go.
Fire them up. Fire them up.
Four NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series engines come to life on the pit lane.
All right, so now we are talking dark horses here. Let them rip. That's right, Mad. We're talking dark horses here. Who you got? Who do you got in your dark horse? Let me see. And Caitlin, we're going to start off with Caitlin again. She's got Corey Heim. Richard's going Stuart Friesen. Shane's going Infinger. Negative Squirrel's got Heim, of course. Timothy's got Lane Riggs. He's going to come back. He's got some points to make. Bronny's going Chandler Smith. Richard's got, this is the truck series. That's right, JC. Richard's going Sammy Smith. Dark horse Sammy Smith for Steve. Tim's going Grant Infinger for the 9. Not picking Rowdy. I don't want to jinx him. Dark horse Infinger. Awesome, T-Man. Taylor Gray for Georgia fan. Dark horse 07 for Sky Allen. Jermaine's got Brent Cruz. Wow, that's a big one there. Taterhead, Tyler Ankrum. There you go. Link says the 98 Majeski, Mr. C. Lincoln Kim, gotcha. He's been quiet as of late. He needs a win. Susan says Taylor Gray. Rowdy's going Stuart Friesen for the win. Mad's got 17 Geo. Majeski for Derek. Greg's got Sammy. Ankrum plus 4,000 works to travel, says going Tyler Ankrum in that 18. Norm Snails. Who is that? Norm. I don't remind me of the last name on that one. That doesn't ring a bell here for a second. All for nothing. Rowdy Bush. Dub says, there you go. Which Smith? Chandler Smith or Sammy Smith? Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Bronny. I'm going Grant Infingers for Sampson. All right, Sampson. Sammy Smith for David Farmer. I'm going with Grant Infinger for Sampson. David's going Corey Heim. Sampson got Grant Infinger. I got you. Richard's going Sammy Smith. He qualified. He he corrects himself and says Sammy Smith for him. Lloyd's got Raj Caruth in that 71. Derek's got Nate Benning, and then Robert Kim is going Kyle Busch. So there are your dark horses. Appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight on the go at CeeLo, as we are here doing some truck racing. I know it's a Saturday afternoon, and normally we're doing Xfinity races, but today it is the trucks. They were moving to the Saturday, and we'll see how it goes. Danny's going Smith as well. Got you there. Stewart freezing for Sampson. Okay, we're changing again. There it is. Rowdy Nation, Chris B. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. Rowdy Nation going to be along side by side with Corey Heim. Norm Benning. Thank you, Derek. Got it. Norm Benning for Derek as he picks him. All right, y'all. This is going to be fun. First stage is going to be 70 laps. The second stage is going to be 70 laps, I believe. There's a total of 250 laps total. And hopefully... now let's do our cautions. We are one little behind there. So are you doing battle cam? We can't do battle cam, David. They don't have that available for the trucks. They never ever have. So let's do cautions. And I'm going to go, I think this is going to be a wreck fest. The track is clean. There's no rubber on it. The rain came. Caitlin's got it again. She's going to start with 8. Shane's got 5. Mad Steve's got 7. Richard's got 9. Randy's going Lane Riggs. 7 for Richard. 12 for Sky Allen, 7 for Tim. Steve's got 8. B. Dobson's got 11. Ray's got 13. What's up, Ray? Good to see you, buddy. He's the chat host. Jermaine says 10. Negative Squirrel says 7. Tony says 8. Danny says 12. 2 weeks for my favorite driver to rest up, Jesse Love. That's right. He's got on vacation. CeeLo, how do you feel about the woman truck announcer? Oh, she's okay. 14 for Chris B. David says, right. T-Van's got 8. Dubs has got 11. Nate's got 69. We'll be here all day. Not pull it out, number 9. Mr. says, Rowdy Nation, Rowdy Rebel says 9 cautions. Record cautions, Snail says. He's got record cautions. What's up, D Popes? Good to see you. John's going to go 8. You know what, John? I'm going to go agree with you since... normally you agree with me. I'm going to go 8 as well with John. John with 8 cautions. I'm taking 8 cautions as well. John and I are always on the same pace. Taterhead's got 11. David's got 7 cautions. Anybody else with your picks of cautions? Let me see in the chat here. Anybody else with picks of cautions? And also, thank you, Steve Southers, for subscribing. That was during the national anthem. Thank you, Steve Southers, if you're still watching. We appreciate you for subbing here. Let's see who. Anybody else? 9 for Lloyd, 9 for Lincoln Kim, 6 to 9 cautions, Nate says. And we're almost to 100 likes. Help us get. We're trying to get to 100 likes, y'all. Help us out, y'all. Help us out. There's over 100 folks in there. There's no reason we can't have 100 likes. Baxter, what's going on? Good to see you. All right, so you know your picks. You know your dark horses. And now it's time for the call. You have your cautions. And now it's time to have some fun. So reach back and pull those belts tight one last time, and let's have some fun here at North Wilkesboro. And hopefully this isn't just the Corey Heim show. It's actually a good race, but he is my pick to win tonight. So thank you guys. Can't like twice. I understand. Keep on hitting it. We're 83. Almost there. Almost there. Help us out. Help us out. Almost. Give me 11 and the 7 for D Pope, and the dark horse is the 98. Gotcha. Just took Majeski as well. He's been very quiet. He has been very quiet. All right, hold on here.
Kemmerling racing here today. Chris Wilner.
Well, Steve, we're going to have to keep our eye on Chandler Smith, who's trying to right the ship.
So 70 laps stage 1, 70 laps stage 2, and 110 is the final stage. The pit row is 30 miles an hour, and the fuel window is 120 laps. Can we go 120 laps without pitting? I wouldn't think so. 120 laps is the, well, of course, it would be the second one. So we'll see how that goes.
I talked to Chandler. He said this just means I have to be more aggressive.
Good luck, Tanner Gray, Tony Bridger, and Caden Honeycutt. Ricky says, what's going on? Should be an interesting first lap here for Rowdy. Can he get around Corey Heim? Does Corey Heim have the fresh start like he normally does?
Steve's right. Don't forget, Motor Racing Network will have live flag-to-flag coverage of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, race number 3 of their calendar, from here at North Wilkesboro tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Christopher Bell with us here on today's broadcast. The field now begins to line up 2 by 2.
Well, Christopher Bell in the booth at the MRN.
Maintaining pit road speed here.
Well, if you have a green flag stop, I can attest that it is very difficult. But
Rowdy can have more of a level head as he's had in the past 2 years. We'll see. Do you know where Kyle Busch pit stall is? I would say seconds. I'm assuming.
Laps, that's going to be a very long run on these Goodyear tires. So it's going to be.
I like how they have like paper
who's good on the long run,
to who's in the lead on that Tyson leaderboard. They have to replace that all during the race, and that'll take forever.
He will start on the outside.
All right, y'all. Ready to have some fun. And lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr. So we'll see if we get our caution on lap 3. But lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr. And we're ready to have some fun. And it's boogity time on the go at CeeLo.
Got some new faces up here, perhaps a day of opportunity.
Here we go, green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
Rained out earlier this morning here at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
CeeLo, I will keep you updated with. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kansas Speedway. Some of these trucks rather that are at the front of this field here for the start.
All right, CeeLo, we have to discuss what is considered a true dark horse. Meanheim. That's right.
Smith and Gio Ruggiero are at the front of the field. Right now, pace car will make its way to the pit.
Here we go.
To call the start of today's Window World 250 from Milford, Delaware. Here's Mike Bagley.
Pull up a chair, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
A little behind too as well. Try to always sync it up to my TV.
Right here on the NASCAR Racing Network. Green flag is in the air, and already gone is Corey Heim.
Corey Heim already gone.
Before he gets to turn 1.
Quick getaway for Corey Heim. He'll pull away by a truck length down the back straightaway. Kyle Busch falls in line in the second spot. Third belongs to Gio Ruggiero. Sammy Smith, the 4th spot. Then running the outside. Here comes Stuart Friesen.
Friesen trying to make something happen there.
Stuart Friesen.
The start-finish line. Inside lane is occupied, however.
All right, on lap 3, y'all, we honor Dale Sr. right here on lap 3. Let me see those 3s in like the hat, CeeLo. I know you would, Ricky. Let me see those 3s in the chat. On lap 3, we honor Dale Sr. right here on the go with CeeLo. Every lap 3, no matter what race it is, we honor Dale Sr. Praise hell, praise Dale. Right here on the go at CeeLo. I'm not sure how he did here at North Wilkesboro, but 3s in the chat as we honor Dale Sr. here on the go at CeeLo. For you, Dale.
Stuart Friesen now takes his bright blue entry right down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Digging hard to the very bottom of the racetrack. Sammy Smith's got the top lane as they race side by side down the back straightaway. It's Friesen by a bumper.
Stacked up from 4th on back. Here's Friesen. He'll slide under Smith.
Dale Sr., baby. Praise hell, praise Dale. That's right, Tony.
Smith, Garcia, Enfinger, and Cruz stacked up behind him.
Everybody stacked up. That's about a 5.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for honoring Dale Sr. as we always do. Corey Heim already a 2.5 seconds, over a half. And Ruggiero, little G getting past Rowdy in these trucks. What's up with that?
Kyle Busch goes on the attack.
Boy, what an early thrill for that youngster to be able to drive cleanly past Kyle Busch.
Look at little G getting past Kyle Busch.
He's got some work to do as he tries to reel in Corey Heim.
Reel him in.
Now pulls away by about 10, maybe 11 truck lengths over Gio. You got Kyle Busch in 3rd, Stuart Friesen 4th, and there's a great battle behind him for position number 5.
5th spot that Sammy Smith trying to hold on to that spot. He's got a
like I said, Rowdy's never ran a truck here.
Here comes Jake Garcia down at the bottom of the racetrack.
Jake Garcia.
Cruz and Enfinger battling for 7th and 8th.
Sammy Smith wheel to wheel as they make the
That's a Geo, Mr. says.
Still side by side.
Garcia on the inside pushes Sammy Smith wide.
Lisa Jones dropping those 3s. What's up, TJ? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
A couple of laps ago, Brent Cruz powered his way to the inside.
I didn't mean to wreck him. I just wanted to rattle his cage a little bit. The Great Lake Dale. That's right, man.
And then Daniel Hemrick.
I just wanted to say, hello, I'm here. Don't you know who I am? Has Busch never won? You know, he's never won here before, Samson. He's only been here twice. He's only raced here twice.
It is as Tyler
Himes already got a 2-second lead.
So Christopher,
Good gosh.
The opportunity to watch these opening 10 laps of this race. Dave says it's widening out some areas. As a driver, is that a good thing for you to start seeing this track widen out?
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I've really noticed is that on these repaves, typically it is very, very loose whenever you take the green flag. And I saw a lot of guys sliding around. I expect the trucks
Sammy
to tighten up
Smith
a little
in
bit as
fifth.
this run goes on.
Garcia in sixth. If you're a Heim fan, show your appreciation for Heim.
Corey Heim is away to a 2-second lead.
2-second lead already. Baldwin's up 12 spots. Chandler Smith's up 8. Up 8 spots for Chandler Smith. So moving on up. Thank you guys for almost getting us to 100 likes. We're 4 away from that. Luke Baldwin, who's the biggest climb right here. 3rd career Truck Series start for him, and he's already climbing in that 66 truck. As Lane Riggs moved up to 18th. He was way back in 27th, so he's moving up as well. But Corey Heim and Little G in second. Heim with a 2-second lead. Chandler Smith is down 8 spots, not up 8 spots. Did I say up 8? Sorry about that. Chandler Smith, yes, he is. Where is he? I don't even see him in the top 10. Let's search for him here. Come on, Chandler Smith. Where you at? 20th place for Chandler Smith. 10 spots for Lane Riggs. As I was just saying, he's up 10 spots. So that truck, 34 truck, trying to prove something after last week after being disqualified. But thank you guys for being here. Hit that like for us. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Trying to get to 32,400. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, we'd love for you to help us out.
Every time the siren
Heim equals Hamlin Cup car eventually. Possibly. Good possibility. I think I've decided if Hamlin retires, I'm going to do Christopher Bell. I think I'm going to do Christopher Bell. And did I see that right? 14 spots for Luke Walton. Yeah, I just said Luke Baldwin. Big jump in his 3rd career start. Yeah, 14 spots. And Lane Riggs, both of these cars coming through the field pretty quick. Lane Riggs and Luke Baldwin coming through the field.
Every time the siren sounds,
what's the deal?
Someone's life is on the line. At Wheelan Engineering.
They told me if Denny Hamlin retires, you're taking his spot. Oh, me? Oh, very nice. Well, I get a lot of trolls, so I'll be right up there with Denny. I'm just hoping Busch wins today. Steven says. Greg Greens is 100. Thank you so much, guys, for getting us to 100 likes. Thanks so much. Help us hit that like as well. Trying to go to 200 now. I mean, we could jump ship and just root for Blaney. We could. I could start doing that, too. I mean, I already have the hat.
Presented by Craftsman. Your yard isn't overgrown. It's ripe with potential. Conquer whatever it
I will not be passed on the track today. I don't think so either.
Brushless RP outdoor lineup.
How many cars do you think will be left on the lead lap at the end of this race?
See Craftsman.com for details. Christopher, who do you think?
We already got 8 cars on the lead lap.
Back with that brake problem, but he is hauling.
And I have the misordered shirt. Yeah, you do. That's right, Depot. That's funny. I forgot about that.
Traffic. That is something that you don't see every day.
That is Chandler Smith. He's gained 16 positions since the drop.
Depope's 13, 12 for Amo. 13 spot for Lane Riggs. Moving on up.
On the track in a moment. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the NASCAR.
Moving on up is Lane Riggs. He's like, hey, you want to disqualify me? Well, I'm just going to win the next race. We're already 25 laps into this 70-lap stage 1. And Corey Heim has got a 3-second lead already. Snooze fest already.
Craftsman Truck Series. My name is Alex Hayden. Mike Bagley and Christopher Bell are with us in the broadcast booth here today. Dave
I don't know who I'm going with after Busch retires. I went from Bobby Labonte to Kyle. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool, Rowdy. I was Darrell Waltrip, Sterling Marlin, and now Denny Hamlin. And like a part-time Blaney fan.
A lot of his work down at the very bottom of the racetrack, as Christopher said. He's now on the tailgate of the Craftsman machine, heading for turn 1.
Dive to the inside of the lap truck of Ryan Roulette. He's got somebody pestering
11 with 3-second lead. I know, it's crazy. Chandler Smith with Lane Riggs up to 15th place.
Wheel to wheel coming off the corner for the 16th position. Crafton, though, is going to rally back on the outside. That'll be a futile effort as Chandler Smith completes that pass.
What's up, Gregor? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, come on. And the cruise with Blaney. We just had to build 2 extra decks on the ship.
Was go opposite of some of the adjustments they did in practice to
That's right,
that the
Ricky.
race truck would fire off on the bottom. You
Be hanging out with Ricky as a Blaney fan.
Passes on that part of the racetrack. That's exactly what they set this racetrack up to.
Appreciate you all hanging out with us tonight.
And for Chandler to have any chance at
Lane Riggs will be supporting the colors of the UNC Charlotte for the next 2 truck races. It'll be in the Coke 600 weekend next weekend. Big Friday night next week. We got the ARCA race and the Truck Series race next Friday. So looking forward to that next week.
Stuart Friesen has got his truck rolling.
Lane Friggs. 34 is UNC Charlotte. I was wondering what that was. Yes, UNC Charlotte. Does anybody know their mascot? Mr. Skull Bandit, Greg says. We're following along. Rowdy says he's really loose. He's almost 7 seconds behind the leader. Really loose. And now Heim almost to a 4-second lead on the second place car already.
He'll lose a spot to Sammy Smith. Jake Garcia looking to the inside. Brent Cruz in his first ever truck start.
Brent Cruz's first ever truck start as well. 15 on the first lap. Let's see how many are on the lead lap now. 26 cars. Next one is Tony Brittinger on the Corey Heim takedown fest. Tony is the next car on the lead lap that could go down a lap.
He is just on a rail right now. Makes his way once again underneath the Ryan Roulette machine.
And Gio's kind of figuring it out, y'all. He's got 3 top 10 finishes in the last 5 races. Truck CeeLo.
Shoved him up the racetrack and they're wheel to wheel.
Ryan Roulette needs some sort of casino sponsor. Chamba Casino. There you go. That's funny, yeah, right? That last name. 36 laps to go here in stage 1. 36 laps to go. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today on The Go at CeeLo. Keep on hitting that like. Keep hitting that subscribe as well. Join the community with a membership as well.
Kyle Busch can't get his truck down to the bottom of the racetrack. Leaves the inside open again, just showing it to Jake Garcia in the corner.
Garcia looked to the inside in turn 1. There was nothing there. Brent Cruz looks to the inside of Garcia. Nothing there as well.
As they come across the line, race leader Corey Heim has a 4.4 second lead. 35 laps into this. 35 to go here in stage number 1.
35 to go in stage 1 here. And Cole Trickle says, what does everyone think of the idea of the truck race with the whole field using any college sponsorship so everyone can cheer on their favorite college team? I like that, Cole. And kind of do like a tournament or something, right? And whoever finishes highest in that, I think they should do that. Like a college tournament truck race. And then it's based on like 5 races and there's like a tournament bracket. And I think that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty neat. Ricky says, can't help it. I went from Richard Lee Petty to Bobby Allison as my favorite 2 drivers, then to Davey Allison in his rookie year. So when tragedy struck in 1993, wait for the rest of it. 5-second lead for the 11. Oh my gosh. Little G just keeping that second place lead though. And Rowdy's at 8 seconds behind. 8.451 seconds behind. When you're old, you stay home with CeeLo. There you go, Lisa. When you're old, you stay home with CeeLo. Now, that would be a cool March Madness. That's right, man. That would be cool. Scott says, money used by colleges as sponsors. No. Maybe the money goes to the colleges. That would be something. They could have the NFL. Nah, not the NFL, but college would be perfect. Never had a driver with my heart until Blaney first drove a truck for Bad Brad in 2012. And Ricky said, that's my driver. Look at Grant Infinger. He's moved up to 8th place now. 8th place for Grant Infinger, as he's behind Majeski. Majeski and Infinger battling here for 8th and 9th place on lap number 28 of 40. Let's see, we got 70 laps. 28 to go, not lap 28. 28 to go. 28 to go. Infinger 11 seconds behind the leader. Corey Heim with almost a 6-second lead here at North Wilkesboro. Wow, oh wow.
28 laps to go here in stage
and we're now 21 cars left on the lead lap. 21 cars left on the lead lap. You guys might be right with 16 or 15. Majeski and Infinger getting it together a little bit, kind of getting Infinger loose a little bit in the turn. We got a caution. Uh-oh. Caution. I'm a little behind you, Bronny, but not that much. I haven't seen the caution yet. But Majeski and Infinger battling here for big time 8th and 9th place. Norm the Miner is the mascot, CeeLo, for UNC Charlotte. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that, Nate. Still haven't seen the caution yet. That's how far behind FS1 is for me. And there it is. Stopped car. I don't know who it is, though.
And that'll put us under the caution flag.
Tyler Thomasy. 4th career Truck Series start, and he is stalled outside the turn here. So caution on the track.
And with no engine power,
caution on the track.
The second corner. That puts us under the caution flag for the first time today.
Caution on the track. Caution. As Thomasy is stalled on the track, so he'll have to get a little push or a hike, one or the other. Rowdy Rebel says, when Kyle retires, I'll probably go with Heim. Tough driver and seems like he's a humble kid. So yeah, Thomasy is getting a push. So at least this erases the 7-second lead that he did have on second place. Thank goodness. And we're going to have pit stops here. And we'll see what happens if Heim's car comes out better than it was, or the same, or worse after this pit stop. But pretty much, if you're out front, you are going to win this thing. Pretty much. Like Lloyd said last year, there was only 2 passes for the lead last year. So Josh Berry is full-time. We call him Rowdy Rebel. We call Josh Berry Shark Blood here. One of our members hangs out here and he calls him Shark Blood. So we call him Shark Blood as well. And then he stopped coming in here. And he kept us from calling him Shark Blood all the time. And now we all say Shark Blood. Lane Riggs up 17 spots at the time of the caution from 27th starting spot. We'll see if that car keeps up the good word here in this pit stop.
Pit lane remains closed, so we'll step away from North Wilkesboro Speedway.
My goodness. Commercial. Algeier's running in the 5 car, but he won't be running. He just did it for practice and qualifying yesterday. They are not running the 5 car for the heat races tonight. Just an announcement, we will not be doing the heat races tonight. I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Next weekend, I'll be streaming pretty much all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So getting ready for a big weekend, for Memorial Day weekend with you guys. So I'm hoping to see you guys in the chat next weekend, big time. But we're taking the rest of the day off after the truck race. And here comes Corey Heim in the pits. And they're not caring. So Corey Heim, the leader, the only car coming in. Oh, those are all the lap down cars. Okay, I was about to say there's a bunch of lap down cars that Heim was in front of. 20 to go here, and Heim's going 4 tires. We got right sides on, and now going left sides for Corey Heim. Heim time. There's Tyler Ankrum coming into his pit, but he's going to be out front. No one to challenge Corey Heim all day. Corey Heim in P1. Heim and Bush went to the pits. I thought I saw Sammy Smith in there as well. Yeah, Sammy Smith. The 15 for Tanner Gray and Kyle Busch. Sammy Smith all pit. Tyler Ankrum. The 66 for Baldwin, it looked like as well. Lane Riggs. Pretty much all of the top drivers that were on the lead lap pit. So if that 40 car becomes full-time in Cup, yes, Justin will be the man. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. I don't see that. Oh, trucks. Did I say car? I've been saying car. Yes. Trucks. CeeLo. Trucks. Hyman Bush. Let's see. Victoria says, we had an F1 flip for the first time since 2022, then an IndyCar flip as well. Will there be a NASCAR flip today? I don't think so. If the 40 cars see, is a truck race, stop saying cars, please. I'm sorry, Richard. They're trucks. Yes. They are trucks. I do apologize. Oh my gosh. Trucks, not cars. Trucks. Gotcha, Richard. Gotcha. Both Richards correcting me on trucks. I think that's funny. Both Richards already correcting me. Justin Allgaier is going to be a problem in Cup for sure. That will be my guy, Nate says. The Shark Blood did good yesterday. Yeah, he did. Shark Blood.
Out. They have tires.
So next week, the Indianapolis 500.
Not much buffer zone, but we're going to figure out here how much tires
on Sunday morning. We'll be bringing that to you, and then go to the Coke 600.
On the racetrack right now,
not car, exactly.
Lane, I should say.
Trucks
on the left side. Perhaps maybe didn't get all the tires attached like they could have or would have. He now will make his way back out onto the racetrack. He'll drop.
The legend lives on.
End of the field. As they come off the corner, they'll be getting the one to go signal, and of course we'll go back under the green flag.
So Little G stayed out. Friesen, Garcia, Chandler Smith, and Hemrick all stayed out. And then your cars that did pit. You'll be with me from the hospital. Hope everything's okay, Ronnie.
We go back under the green flag to see how
Indy qualifying going on now.
To the fresh tires that the guys from 6th on back just got.
We are getting the one to go right now. That means there'll be 16 to go in the
stalled car here.
Flag goes in the air, and the drivers have the opportunity now to choose what lane to restart in.
Car with a bet on it, exactly, Danny.
For the outside lane,
Trucks.
Stuart Friesen will go to the bottom of the
so Stuart Friesen, let's see how quick it takes time to get up front.
Most everybody just simply going inside and
let's see how long it takes.
One thing I'm really interested to see is the 52. He picked the
Ronnie, praying for you, man.
It seemed like he had a little bit more
praying for you.
So if he can get some clean air, I wouldn't be surprised to see that 52 drive away.
It's going to be a heck of a drag race once the green flag flies. Everybody choosing now, and they've had to slow the pace of the pace car. It takes
see if Little G, see if Little G can take the lead here, and let's see how long it takes time to catch him.
Presented by Echo Park Automotive.
All right, we go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Trucks. Let's go, trucks.
To the restart zone.
Ooh, Friesen and Little G all over each other. And that just opens the door for Chandler Smith, but here comes Corey Heim. Wow.
He pushes up the racetrack, and it's going to go 3 wide, diving down the racetrack.
Little G in the lead. Heim having trouble here.
He'll go 3 wide, putting Chandler Smith.
Him and Chandler Smith battling.
Coming off the corner, here is Heim to the inside of Chandler Smith, to the inside of Hemrick. They stack it up again.
Daniel Hemrick takes
right, Braves Red Sox today.
To find himself some real estate. He'll go side by side with Corey Heim. He'll take
Corey Heim.
Spot, at least for the moment, in turn 3.
Heim not as fast when he's behind.
All but into the door, the number
Little G now. Open up a little more, about a car length on Friesen.
that is Corey
14 laps to go.
Looking for more.
He makes his way under Daniel Hemrick to take away the 4th position. Closes in on Jake Garcia. That's the battle for the number 3 spot as Stuart Friesen tries to reel in the leader, Ruggiero.
Here's Corey Heim again, digging hard to the inside of
Corey
Jake Garcia,
Heim
trying to squeeze a quarter panel alongside.
Squeezes his way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Puts a wheel inside of Jake Garcia, but Garcia's got a good run off the top of 2.
He does.
Lane Riggs in P7. He started back in 27th. Start of the race with pit stops. He's now in 7th place. Trying to get around Chandler Smith and Daniel Hemrick. Corey Heim, not the dominant car when he's not out front.
Watching the battle for 5th. Here's Chandler Smith. He'll dive to the inside of Hemrick. While at the
What's
same
up with Corey Heim's car?
Heim is still working to the inside of Jake Garcia.
Truck. What's wrong with Corey Heim's truck? Yeah. Truck.
He does.
Yeah, prayers for St. Louis, Missouri, and Kentucky. Crazy stuff. When it got down to us, it wasn't that bad.
This is the battle for the number 3 spot.
There is the 13 with Garcia in 3rd and Heim battling each other for 3rd spot.
Jake has the power up high.
Jake Garcia right now in 3rd. Corey Heim 4th. You've got
My post is glitching. Make sure you refresh, Danny. If it is glitching, make sure you refresh.
By the Lane Riggs truck.
Lane Riggs has come from deep in the pack. He is up now to the number 6 position. Corey Heim still pounding away at Jake
Corey
Garcia,
Heim.
still unable to take away that.
Can't believe he can't get around Garcia.
Great job of holding his line, Christopher. When you're Jake Garcia and you're able to fend off Corey Heim, what does that say about you and your confidence in your truck?
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it's just showing the track position may be trumping tires at this point.
I'm getting stomach surgery on June 3rd, so FYI, I'll be in and out of the chat. Prayers for you too, Richard. Prayers for my man Richard as well. Praying for you, buddy.
Would be a battle for the lead.
They are nose to tail for the moment going through turns 1 and 2. The battle for 3rd continues hot and heavy. This time Corey Heim has got some momentum. He'll pull dead even with Garcia.
Here's Stuart Friesen trying to get around Gio here as those two have kind of opened up a 2.5 lead with these 2 trucks.
Behind them is a gap, and Corey Heim and Jake Garcia going at it.
Stuart Friesen takes a peek to the inside, midway between 1 and 2. The truck bobbles. He has to back out of the hole.
Bobbling.
7 or 8 truck lengths now back to Corey Heim in 3rd.
Corey Heim right now in the 3rd position.
All right, thank you. Yeah, if you have any issues, make sure you refresh.
Daniel Hemrick, Grant Enfinger
3 laps to go here.
up in this battle for 7th.
Haven't heard a lot out of Tyler Ankrum so far.
3 laps to go.
Contact at the exit of turn 2.
Ankrum in 7th place.
To position 7th.
Down to 4 laps
Is the 33 still running? Is that that's what's his name? The TV star, right? Munoz. Yeah, he's in 29th, 3 laps down. 29th, 3 laps down. Tim, NASCAR Info, Craftsman Truck Series. North is showing in Spanish. One day he'll get caught too, Tim. One day he'll get caught too.
Here come the leaders now up to the high line on Derek White.
Up off of turn number
We call
4,
them.
race leader Gio Ruggiero.
Oh, he deleted it.
There. He'll put Derek White another lap down as he goes to work on the next truck with 2 to go.
A little further back, Lane Riggs looking 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack with a lap truck coming into play. That's the battle. 3 deep now for position number 4.
And lap traffic directly in front of it right now. Lane Riggs is going to have to bail out of that one because the
See,
lap truck is
Stuart Friesen, and now Heim now finally catching Friesen. He finally got around.
run into the inside wall.
Around the outside go Garcia.
Final lap.
Smith. Riggs had to check up momentarily. He'll go
So Little G wins the stage. Didn't think that would happen.
Turn number 4, green and white checkered flag is in the air from Rich Keeter. Stage number 1.
I didn't think that would happen. And the ones that picked Little G to win, you weren't kidding. You weren't kidding. Little G. Corey Heim 2nd, Stuart Friesen 3rd, Garcia 4th, Chandler Smith 5th, Lane Ridge 6th, Tyler Ankrum 7th, Daniel Ankrum Hemrick 8th, 9th, Grant Enfinger, and 10th, Kyle Busch. Nice. Nice job, Gio. That's right. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Keep on hitting that like for us and subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you. All right. So we're in stage 2. Congratulations, little G. 122 likes, trying to get to that 150 like. We appreciate you there. And we just had pit stops, so I wonder if we'll have some more pit stops here. Second stage is 70 laps. Second stage is 70 laps for the next one here. Well, I thought with Heim being as dominant as he was, he finally got around Garcia and then moved to second place there on the end there. You think Frankie will finish the season or quit? I think he'll finish the season. I don't think he'll quit. But yeah, Frankie Munoz, 3 laps down. Teddy says Infinger. We'll see. Infinger, he's in 9th place. The number 9 truck is in 9th place. Let's go Chevys. Let's go Chevys. Thanks for the sub. Trying to get to up there, 32,400. Got one more to go to 32,380. Make sure you're checking out our vlog. We release that every week here on our channel. Every week we release a paint scheme and race weekend preview. This week, not doing too well, but it is the All-Star race, so not that many people are interested. But next week we'll have a full throttle vlog. Might even do an Indy 500 vlog too. I'm not sure yet, but make sure you're watching those. Make sure your notification bells are on, so we release those on Fridays. The members, now if you're a member, if you're a rookie member, you do not get it, but if you're a pro and MVP member, one's $1.99, the other one's $2.99, you can actually see that vlog earlier than everybody else. So that's always a little perk on being a member. And if you are also, you have also access to those as well. So we'll not be doing the heat races today that start at 4 o'clock Central on FS2, but we will be doing the open race and the All-Star race tomorrow here on the channel. So I'm a huge LSU fan. Love the car. Oh, that's right, Timothy. Yeah, I was about to say, Bad Brad with his LSU colors. I'm sure you guys will love it. From his last DNF interview, I think eventually Frankie will quit. You think he will? I don't think he will. Unless he runs out of money. And it looks like the leaders, Little G, Friesen, Garcia, Chandler, Smith, and Hemrick, the ones that did not pit earlier, are now pitting. So that's going to open it up for Corey Heim again. Corey Heim will be the leader.
Laps early on today.
So the pit lane is open, and here comes Gio Ruggiero in front of Chris Wilner.
Yeah, well, the conversation with Jeremy Donnelly, his crew chief, was we could make it to the end of stage 2 on fuel. Do we want track position? Gio Ruggiero said, I want tires. So that's the call. 4 tires and Sunoco fueled. Fill her up is the call from Jeremy Donnelly. Also in Chandler Smith, a great drive from the back of the field. Said, I'm 2 free on entry. They're going to go half down on the track bar. Steve Post.
Stuart Friesen is in that truck just a little bit loose, especially when he gets under somebody. Minor adjustment.
Gio's father was a modified driver, West Coast. He was wild. I didn't know that, man, Steve. Frankie was well first 3 races, but has no luck.
Also looking for some lateral grip. They make a chassis adjustment. Send Jake Garcia back out on the racetrack. These pit stops and to stage number 1 here at lap number 75.
Corey Heim stays out. He reassumes the lead. Lane Riggs will restart in second. Tyler Ankrum, Grant Enfinger, and Kyle Busch are the top 5.
All right. There is your stupid commercials, Danny says. All the time. Commercials. But we are under caution with the end of stage 1, and Corey Heim is the leader. Corey Heim, the leader here on the go at CeeLo. No time shooting new TV show, Ronnie says. So we'll see. I don't think he'll quit, but you can't really do 2 things at once and put all your dues a little bit here and do a little bit there. That's not going to work. You have to give one 100%. So, you got 126 likes, trying to get to 150. Subscribe. Trucks. Richard says trucks. Ronnie says Frankie is. Frankie's shooting a new TV show. Roddy Rebels says, I see a lot of potential in Caruth. I hope he getting the opportunities to move up. Got to meet him at Nashville last year, and coming up here in 2 weeks after next week, we won't be streaming NASCAR. Can you show me where Jack Wood is? Yeah, Jack Wood is in 25th place. There's 27 cars on the lead lap. Dawson Sutton is the last car on the lead lap. Andres Perez in that 77 Chevrolet truck is 1 lap down, so he will be the next one to get the lucky dog. And then Frankie Muniz is 2 laps down. He's the first car 2 laps down. So if a couple more cautions, he can get back on the lead lap as well. And the next car is 4 laps down. It's Ryan Roulette. As someone was saying, he needs a casino sponsor on his car. So there is that.
From Taco Night into
just a small screen of the race. Can't do that, Jojo. Not allowed to do that, Jojo. We're not allowed. That is copyright big time. That's showing the broadcast. We've never ever showed the broadcast. So just FYI, I won't be streaming the week of Nashville. I'll be at the track. Nashville will be at the track for the whole weekend. And then we'll be at the and I'll be out of town the following weekend to Las Vegas. So, but good news is we'll have a lot of vlogs and live streams coming to you guys for those 2 weeks. So we'll have something going on the channel, but then we'll be back full throttle again after that. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you hanging out. All right, let's see here.
The caution came out for the Tyler Tomasi stalled truck on lap 46 when the rest of the field came to pit road.
Jack Wood, is Jack Wood from the Wood Brothers? I don't think so, Rowdy. I don't think so.
Here so far for the rest of this race.
It's going to be interesting to see how this is handled. Corey Heim and Lane Riggs will restart on the front row. Riggs will start to the inside, Heim to the outside, and obviously lined up double wide behind them. The green will fly at lap number 80.
See if Lane Riggs can take the lead here.
Echo Park Automotive, every car, happy owner.
Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, Tyler.
All right, here we go.
Kyle Busch, the top 5. All of these drivers stayed out. Caden Honeycutt will restart in 6th.
Sorry, I'll bring this down.
Cruz in 7th. Ben Rhodes in 8th. Rajah Caruth 9th. And Sammy Smith, driving for Spire Motorsports.
Green flag, let's go. Green flag. If I can find mine. Go, bucket it.
Overhead. Fans rise to their feet as the green flag goes back in the air. Outside lane, Corey Hunt.
There it is.
Here we go, green flag.
Oh, little tassel there. About 4 wide. And Infinger, where it happened to him?
Takes the lead on the
wow.
Brent Cruz follows him through for second.
That was a big mess up there in turn 3.
Truck Series debut finds himself sitting 2nd here in stage 2.
And that cannot make Corey Heim happy.
I know.
It's Enfinger away with the lead. Cruz to 2nd. Heim now relegated.
Maybe I should stop showing, stop doing the trucks. What happened to Lane Riggs? Horrible start for Lane Riggs. He was on the outside row. And he is now back to 7th. Infinger is taken off. He's in 1st. Infinger, new leader. Let me see those 9s. If you're an Infinger leader, you see 9s. Rowdy in P6. That was almost the big one. They all got together, didn't they? Midfinger. So Riggs and Heim got together. Riggs and Heim got together. Riggs tried to do what he did to Hocevar last week. And be careful, Heim. I hope Heim doesn't have a tire rub from that as well. Lane Riggs tried to wreck Heim. What's up with Ben? Ben Rhodes. Where's he at? Let's see. Ben Rhodes. I don't even see him in the top 20. Ben Rhodes. Oh, he is in the top 10. 10th place for Ben Rhodes. 10th place for Ben Rhodes.
Inside trucks get super loose. Both restarts that we've had, the guy on the inside just
John Collins dropping those 9s.
The outside row.
Right now, Corey Heim is trying to get to the
55 to go in stage 2.
Lane Riggs just trying to get his affairs sorted out. He's driving to the inside of Kyle Busch, but further back, Dave Mooney, it is an absolute mess from Sammy Smith on back. That's 8th on back.
Yeah, it's like something out of West Side Story right now.
Let Freedom Ring Infinger out front for a first time in a while. Well, he was last week. He was out front as well. I thought about taking Infinger. Should have took him.
That's not a bad gang to be a part of, I guess, though. From West Side Story, as the field rumbles back over to turns 1 and 2.
And Cruz in second place.
Got a little bit of a bump from behind. He rights himself, continues down the back straightaway, holds on to that.
Thoughts and prayers, Dondo. 20 more likes to go to 150. Brent Cruz in P2. Normally, Brandon Jones is in this ride. Heim deserves a full-time cup ride. Yeah, he does. Wonder why he didn't move up like everybody else did. That's what I want to know.
After that contact on the restart, looks like it's taken care of itself.
Yeah, well, that's a very fortunate break for the one truck. I'm excited.
Lane Riggs in 6th place.
Here comes the 11.
Heim in P3, and almost a second lead now for Infinger.
Opened the door again for Corey Heim. Heim better hurry up because Tyler Ankram's about to make it a 3-man dance.
I was about to say the same thing.
Tyler Ankrum coming.
Wrestling going on for second between Cruz and Heim has allowed a new player to arrive on the scene.
Tyler Ankrum, who's been Mr. Steady all season long, he is up now to the number 4 position and closing fast.
He has top 5 finishes in the 2 previous short track races of the season at Martinsville and Bristol. Finds himself now in that mix from second on back.
Corey Heim tries to diamond the
Tyler Ankrum, 4th place. Started 13th.
He'll go after Brent Cruz one more time.
This is going on 1
Heim trying to get around Cruz to make that P2. Ever since Heim pit, he hasn't been the same. What channel is the truck race on? It is on FS1. Major Kenneth.
Trying to run and gun. He'll swap lanes.
FS1. 47 to go. 47 to go. Majeski says he's feeling sideways. Well, he probably is because him and Infinger got together in the last stage.
Lane Riggs hammering away at that low roof.
Further back, speaking of the hammering away at the bottom of the racetrack, that's what Chandler Smith is doing right now. He's just plowing his way to the inside of Ben Rose, trying to get to Sammy Smith, and the truck got away from him there for just a moment.
It did for a moment, but he has regathered himself now. He and Ben Rose will run side by side down the back straightaway with Sammy Smith dead ahead.
Meanwhile, it's Grant
Still has beef with Ty Gibbs and keeps getting denied a better Toyota ride.
Second, Corey Heim third, Tyler Ankrum and Rajah Caruth round out the top 5.
Corey Heim does, you're saying? Corey Heim has a beef with him. I don't understand why they still have Majeski in trucks and not move him up. Like I was surprised that Heim is still here. Majeski, I don't see Infinger going anywhere anytime soon, but Majeski for sure and Heim, they were the only 2 guys that did not move up that were successful last year. With Eckes and Dean Thompson, Daniel Dye, all those guys. I don't see why they haven't moved up yet. But T-Van saying that Ty Gibbs and Corey Heim have beef, and that's why he has been denied a better Toyota ride. Chris B says Ty Gibbs would not be driving if it wasn't for Grandpa. But yeah, I was surprised with 42 laps to go here. Tiff, what's up, Tiffany? What is good, everyone? What did I miss? There's a subdivision garage sale, and I swear 20 Amish people came out of a 12-passenger van. I forgot to feed Jay. Oh, no. Thanks, Tiff, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Well, it was dominated by Corey Heim for the first, I don't know, 40, 50 laps or 60 laps or so of stage 1. And then there was a caution, and then he could not get to the front. And little Geo 17 truck got stage 1. So now we're in stage 2 with 40 to go. Grant Infinger got the lead from a almost wreck between Corey Heim and Lane Riggs, and buffled all these guys up. And now Lane Infinger extending his lead almost to 2 seconds on Brent Cruz, who's his first time ever in a truck race. Cruz is 2 seconds behind Infinger, and then Corey Heim, Tyler Ankrum, and Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs started on the outside line with Heim, but those two battled for a little bit in the first turn, and then now there it is. So appreciate everybody being here. Hit that like. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. Hit that subscribe as well. Trying to get to 32,380. We'll move on from there. Appreciate y'all. Two cautions so far of 3 lead changes, 16 caution laps, and we're halfway through stage 1 or stage 2. And also, I keep on saying car, not truck, and they're annoyed. Everybody's annoyed.
Is up front. As a matter of fact, here's how they're running. Brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Official
Dodge is coming back in 2027.
Get ready for real unlimited data on reliable 5G with no contract.
Infinger has a gold finger.
Now at Walmart and StraightTalkWireless.com. Straight Talk Wireless.
Great Infinger is the leader. Corey Heim has finally gotten by Jake Garcia to go to second. Right now on the racetrack, he is actually bearing down on the race leader. Cruz falls to third. Tyler Ankrum is fourth. Lane Riggs is fifth. Chandler Smith is sixth. Rajah Caruth is seventh. Kyle Busch is eighth. Ben Rhodes ninth. And Sammy Smith is 10th.
Luke Baldwin is 11th. Stuart Friesen is 12th. And Caden Honeycutt 13th. Connor Jones goes 14th. Jake Garcia is 15th. Gio Ruggiero is 16th. Matt Crafton is 17th. Tanner Gray 18th, Daniel Hemrick 19th, and Ty Majeski is 20th.
21st is Connor Mosak, Tony Breininger is 22nd, Jack Wood is 23rd, Patrick Emmerling is 24th, and Matt Mills is 25th. Spencer Boyd is 26th, Andres Perez de Lara is 27th, with Dawson Sutton 28th. 29th is Frankie Muniz, Ryan Roulette is 30th, Jason Alexander is 31st, Tyler Tomasi is 32nd, Derek White is 33rd, and Norm Benning is out of the race and posted in the 34th position.
Word of the day is trucks. That's right, Daryl. Trucks. Trucks.
He is a short track ace, and he's
CeeLo will get it right eventually. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Make sure you hit that like for us as we're 31 laps to go in stage 2. 31 laps to go in stage 2.
But his truck just seems like it just doesn't have.
Thankfully, Kyle Larson's qualifying for the 500,
I don't know that I would be
so he can't win this race.
Or the damage on a short track, so it'll be interesting to see what adjustments.
You think he would have been in this car if he would have been in the track? You think he would have been on this?
It's good to see him do well on the racetrack. What is your relationship with Brent? Have you raced against
30
him?
laps to go.
I have. I've raced against him a lot throughout the dirt track rank, especially at our local track, Millbridge Speedway. I know Chris Wilner has called a lot.
Christopher
of
Bell in the booth with MRN radio today.
To see what his ceiling will be in the NASCAR series.
Right now, he is running third on the racetrack.
Been much more caution-free than I thought so far. You're right, Chris. We all caught like 8. Some people said 10 cautions, but there was almost a caution there in that first lap there on the restart. But he's the real deal right now, Mike says. Just saying he wins everything else. You're right. And he made a comment last week that, you know, he was going to skip because he wanted to win. He wanted to win the race on Sunday here. Oliver says, myself included. Oliver, appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much, Oliver. We thank you, buddy. Yourself included. We appreciate you being here. Stick around. You might have some fun.
Chandler Smith has gained since the restart.
Love North Wilkesboro. Most people actually watch the race, Oliver, and we stay in here to chat. That's most of the people that are in here can watch the race.
He does, and he has
Thank you, Oliver.
To race the 11
a heck of a way to enter a chat, though.
Strategy. So I'm excited to see what's going to play out here after this stage 2 break.
The 9 driven by
heck of a way.
the 11 driven by Corey
way to start off our relationship.
And they're about to be joined. Here's Smith again to Ankrum's inside on the backstretch.
Tyler Ankrum running a very wide lane.
You're welcome.
To the racetrack, leaving plenty of room down low for Chandler Smith. He'll look to the inside.
I mean, I know people can watch it other places, but a lot of people hang out here just for the chat because we have a good time.
24 laps to go, stage number 2.
137 likes, trying to get to that 150 like.
Right in the tire tracks is Chandler Smith.
Come on, come on, come on. Chandler Smith, P4, coming on those fresh tires. Lisa Jones dropping those 11s. Best chat. That's right. Best. Infigure with a 2-second lead on Chandler Smith, on Corey Heim right now. 2-second lead on Corey Heim with Chandler Infinger in the lead here. Smash that like. That's right.
Chandler Smith is going to stay with him the best opportunity yet.
Chandler Smith hugging the white line at the bottom of the racetrack. Tyler Anchor letting it ride on the outside. The lap machine of Spencer Boyd will come into play.
Only 1 to go. 11 to go.
The advantage. The Boyd lap truck directly ahead of Ankrum in the outside lane.
Tyler Ankrum now has to give out of the throttle just a bit to avoid being picked off.
What a chat entrance and exit.
The spot will go to Chandler Smith. He takes over third place.
Ankrum falls in line.
What happened to Norm Betting? Let's look.
Riding the tire tracks of Chandler Smith.
Where you at, Norm Betting?
And see Lane Riggs now beginning to pester his tailgate.
There is no rest for Tyler Ankrum after
He's 34th, 60 laps down. I guess he had an issue. Him and Derek White are both off the pace. They're off the track.
20 laps to go in this stage. Grant Enfinger has gotten the lead. Matter of fact, Grant has just led his 42nd lap of this race. Corey Heim is second. Chandler Smith is third. Tyler Ankrum's fourth. And Lane Riggs is fifth. Now that Enfinger has gotten
Did you have a bet on him or something?
The concerns out of the rear view are not
take a chance on Norm Benning.
Out of the windshield, that is what's going to face him next.
He has caught the tail end of the field and has been having to slice his way through those back markers inside and out. The truck is responding, and he's got good pace. Does Grant Enfinger, our race leader. He's just gotten by the Ryan Roulette truck. As a matter of fact, we should say Major Ryan Roulette with the United States Air Force.
Major Ryan Roulette. Sponsored by a casino. He was your dark horse. Okay, Derek. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, you get at the third stage, you get to pick a different dark horse. That's how it is. Hey, Braves Red Sox on Fox tonight. If you guys don't get, if you don't get cable, or you can actually watch the Braves tonight on Fox.
Any question you asked him is that's classified.
Infinger's still battling here, about a 2.5 lead on Corey Heim, and then you got Chandler Smith, Ankrum, and Riggs are your top 4.
Trying to get around the Brent Cruz truck.
He tried to go around the outside of the fence.
Hey, Rowdy getting around Cruz.
That didn't work out. He almost ended up in the fence. Now he'll drive to the bottom of the track.
Come on, Rowdy.
Oh, Kyle Busch is doing a slide job coming off the corner, but he'll complete the pass around the Brent Cruz truck. Raja Caruth looking to join in.
Rowdy, you see those 7s. If you're a Rowdy friend, I know there's a lot of them here. I know there's a lot of them here. Let me see those 7s.
For the most part, he's running by himself on the racetrack.
My buddy plays DraftKings. In the last 3 weeks, he has won at like $2,000. Wow.
Matt Mills is the next truck in line that Chandler Smith has to get by.
I don't know if I could bet on racing.
Set his sights on Corey Heim.
So Little G and Hemrick battling here. Little G, who won the first stage, and he's way back in 15th place. Him and Hemrick in 16th. Battling it out. Rowdy Nation. Pouty. 7. 07s, not 7s. 07s.
So Christopher Bell,
07s.
as a race car driver on a short track when a lap truck takes your
Maybe Rowdy's finally getting a hang of this thing.
Temper gets shorter and shorter as the laps
as he's
wind
moved
down,
up.
So I'm sure that we'll start seeing some more contact here as the race closes.
Teddy says Infinger.
Bumpers are going to get put into play here at some point at North Wilkesboro. It would not be the first time that we've seen that. 10 laps to go in this stage. For
10 laps to go.
Comes back to the line. Corey Heim creeping in slowly but surely as Enfinger begins to catch more lap traffic going downhill into 1.
That's the Patrick Emmerling machine. He's going to fight hard to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. He'll give way to the bottom.
Career NASCAR wins. Cup with 6 Cup wins. He's have 63, 102 Xfinity wins, and 67 truck wins for Kyle Busch. 9 to go here at stage 2.
Then the leader, Grant Enfinger. Enfinger's got some other trucks that he's going to have to deal with now as he makes his way into turn number 3.
The first of those will be Dawson Sutton. That's directly ahead of the race leader. Jack Wood coming up. Andres Perez also in the windshield now for the race leader.
Going to be an eventful final 10 laps of this stage for Grant Enfinger. He's still got a little bit.
Chandler Smith up 16 spots. Wow.
But he has got a gaggle of trucks right in front
16
of him who are trying to
spots.
stay on whatever lap that they are. Some are multiple laps down.
And for the Xfinity and the truck, that's the most wins by a driver in the Xfinity and the truck. Most wins, Kyle Busch. Riggs and Ingram battling for 4th place.
Enfinger's looking right down the barrel of lap traffic. Again, Dawson Sutton directly ahead.
Go Kyle Busch.
Heim closing in, 6 laps to go in stage 2.
Those trucks are clinging to the tail end of the lead lap, and they've got reasonable pace right now. Enfinger's still a couple of truck lengths off the Dawson Sutton machine.
And now the front 3 are nose to tailgate as Chandler Smith has gotten himself free of clear of lap traffic. He's got 6 truck lengths to run down Corey Heim, who's got thoughts of the lead.
Big bobble by Grant Enfinger last time off turn 4. That allowed Corey Heim to his back bumper. Here comes Heim looking to the inside.
4 to go here. Heim trying to get around Enfinger for the lead.
There, he'll look down to the inside at the line. 4 to go in this stage. Heim is there, and they are knee deep in lap traffic.
Traffic is 2 abreast all the way down the back straightaway.
Big lap traffic here. Heim versus Enfinger. No one else near him.
It looks like a
We got, actually, Chandler Smith is in that. We got a car stalled and 3 to go, and that's going to be a caution.
Is in the outside wall.
The 44 Nice car. Truck. Gosh, CeeLo. 44 truck. Connor Jones. He was one of my favorite Pete's games of the week. 44 truck Connor Jones. 19-year-old, and that's going to end the stage for sure. We'll see how that happened here with oh, you're all right, Polish Racer. I already picked your pick. Whoever's going to come across the line first. Looks like Nice just got into the wall, or Nice. Connor Jones just got into the wall with his truck and pretty much just stopped. Matt Crafton was right there. He might have gotten hit too, but the truck just stalled after he hit the wall there. So final lap of stage 2 is in the books. And we're going to go to stage 3. Stage 3. Congratulations, Grant Enfinger. How did Grant Enfinger get the lead? There was a big, after the last restart, in turn 1 or 2, or it might have been 3 actually. It was a big group of trucks that got into each other. One was Heim. The other was Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs had to back off. Heim kept on going, but that got a pickup truck to drive around in. But that got Grant Enfinger out in the lead in front of everybody, and then it was all she wrote for him. So there it is. Lane Riggs. Watch out for Lane Riggs, Ronnie says. But congratulations, Grant Enfinger, for stage 2 win. Enfinger, stage 2 win. Right. All right, so in stage 3, we always get you to let you pick your, stage 3 already. Now, the stage 3's got 110 laps, so we might be here just a little while longer. Stay out of Riggs Lane, that's right. In stage 3, we let you pick a new race winner. Do you think your pick is going to win, or are you changing? There's a lot of rowdies, so I'm expecting a lot of changes here. So, what up, y'all? Chandler Smith with the win. Kentucky Fried says, who are you picking? Are you staying with your pick? Are you changing your dark horse? What is it going to be? Let me see in the chat. And stay out of Riggs Lane. Lane Riggs is going to cause the big one. Jermaine says, Lisa, we're going to start with Lisa. Lisa says, Heim time. So Heim time for Lisa. Chris B's going, let's go Rowdy. Ernest is going Heim as well. Jermaine's got Rowdy still. Richard's got Rowdy as well. Lisa Jones has got truck. I'm staying with my usual one. Yes, whoever closes the 9 for Teddy. 9 for the 9 truck for Teddy. Can I change my dark horse? Yeah, you can change your. This is where you change your stuff right here. I'm switching my winner to Infinger. All right, Rowdy. He's leaving Rowdy and going to Infinger. Heim time for Reign Supreme for Kevin. Yes, Heim will have a chance to get back to the lead here in third stage. Heim time reigns. Anybody else? I'm sticking with Corey Heim as my winner, and I'll take Rowdy as my dark horse. Anybody else? Anybody else with your picks? Say now or forever hold your peace. Rowdy for Riggs. Riggs is a crazy driver, man. He's aggressive. I'll change it to Chandler Smith as my dark horse. D Pope's going Chandler Smith. And B Dobson's going the 52 Friesen or 66. And Jeff says, I got money on Grant. So he's going Grant. Gregor's got the 07 car. And then tomorrow, 7 Eastern. The Open is going to be at 4 7 Central. The Open's going to be at 4. So it'll be a long day tomorrow for all of that. So pit trucks are in the pits. Let's see who comes out first.
This is the story of the one.
Okay. Going out on a limit here. We'll see Daryl Heineken on a limit. Heineken, Daryl says.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part.
What's the deal? They're not covering the pit stops here. Going out on a limit. Heim for Richard. Dark Geo for 17. Mad Steve. Daryl's going Heim. And Susan is going Heim as well. We got pit stops. 4 tires for Corey Heim. 4 tires for Tyler Ankrum.
Back at North Wilkesboro Speedway, pit lane is open. Steve Post.
Corey Heim is in.
They have qualified, but they have heat races tonight, but we will not be doing that.
And it snaps loose on the way off. Scott Cipodelli put a little adjustment on it. Kyle Busch reporting his truck is very consistent. It doesn't fire off as good as he wants to, and it doesn't really have good long run speed. It's not bad.
G got lost in the cyberspace.
Pressure adjustment. Brent Cruz
spell check.
A little bit better turn down into the corner. Wanted it a little bit more snug, headed down into the corners here on this end. Tyler Ankrum, no changes on this pit stop. Chris Wilner.
Stage 2 winner Grant Enfinger.
Connor Jones equals NASCAR bust.
Tickled the adjustment the first time. Let's go a little bit more. They made another round of track car adjustment on his Chevrolet. Needs a little bit more grip on entry, but don't snug me up too much. It was a clean 4-tire pit stop. Also for Chandler Smith, off strategy, last pitted on lap 75. Was snug on entry and tight with the
Who's covering the heats tonight? I don't know. I don't think anybody is. Or I guess Keegan will. I think Keegan is. CeeLo is not doing them tonight.
Grant Enfinger barely beat Corey Heim off the pit lane to keep the lead.
Hit that little X in the top right corner, then smash that like button, then jump back in the chat. Cheers. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you. As looks like Grant Enfinger. We'll see who comes out first here. I think it's going to be Enfinger, and then it's going to be Corey Heim. We'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you. Hate this time change since I am truck driver. So in California, so thanks to Ernest. Yeah, it's going to be a little earlier out there. Stapleton 42 raced his vintage NASCAR race car on his latest YouTube video. Very nice. Kind of like Squirrel, and Lisa is gone. Squirrel. So Grant Enfinger, Corey Heim, Patrick Emmerling. Look at, oh, there it is. Changed it there. Enfinger, Heim, Chandler Smith, Kyle Busch in P4, Lane Riggs P5, Raj Cruz P6, 7th Tyler Ankrum, 8th Sammy Smith, 9th Stuart Friesen, 10th Connor Mozak, 11th Geo, 12th Daniel Hemrick, 13th Ben Rhodes, 14th Brent Cruz. Man, he was up front. What happened? Luke Baldwin in 15th. What a run for the 66 Ford. Matt Crafton in 16th. 17th Jake Garcia. 18th is Ty Majeski. 19th is Caden Honeycutt. 20th is Tanner Gray. 21st is Jack Wood. 22nd is Tony Brendinger. 23rd, the last car on the lead lap is Patrick Emmerling. And then your first car who will get their lap back is Matt Mills. Andres Perez, he was in the running for that. And you got Spencer Boyd, Dawson Sutton, Connor Jones is the next car who's 2 laps down. And then Frankie Munoz 4 laps down. Ryan Roulette is 6 laps down. Jason Alexander 9. Tyler Thomasy, who caused the early caution, with 12. And you have Derek White and Norm Benning off the pace. So appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Speeding penalty for the 07. Once again, Rowdy always messes up. Rowdy on pit road, man.
As a safety manager,
Rowdy on pit road again. Crazy stuff. Oh, Rowdy. Pit stop penalty, too fast, entering on pit road for the Rowdy one. My goodness. Tomorrow is going to be a free for all. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be just a whoever wants it. And watch for Kyle Larson there as well. Definitely one of his downfalls. Exactly. How many times has he been in the running and pit road has killed him? Either his crew has killed him or he has killed himself by speeding on pit road. My goodness.
Alongside Alex Hayden and 2017 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion Christopher Bell, Steve Post and Chris Wilner in the pits. Dave Moody is in the turns. And right now the field has gotten the 1 to go signal. The green will come out and leave us with 100.
So have you ever been to Highland Rim Speedway in Ridgetop? No, I haven't. I think I've been outside of it one time because I was a softball. But I'd love to go. That would be fun.
Happy owner.
Have Riggs and Munoz, because the dogs keep barking at the people traipsing through the yard. I don't want to be that person who gets upset about trampled over.
And have a lot of work to do there.
Get out of my yard. Get off my lawn. All right, let's go. Green flag. It's stage 3. Let's go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
If the race gets as physical on this restart as it did the last. Green
Infinger and Himes side by side.
He's going to try to break away, but Himes going to try to give him a run.
Himes right there. And there he goes. Chandler Smith trying to make this oh, he almost put Heim in the wall. He almost put Heim in the wall.
Wheel to wheel off turn 4. Chandler Smith's going to
Chandler Smith don't play around, man.
He gets into the back of Corey Himes.
Wow.
Loosens him up. Heim gets away with the lead. Here comes Chandler Smith.
Jeez.
Right now, Grant Enfinger is not at all happy with Chandler Smith after getting moved out of the way.
I bet he's not.
By 3 truck lengths,
go Smith, Bronny says.
Leaving Grant Enfinger to race side by side with Lane Riggs. Toss Tyler Ankrum into that. They're 3 wide behind them. A big old mess as they race back to the corner.
Challenge on for the lead. Here comes Chandler Smith. He digs a hole to the inside line. Side by side down the back straightaway. Smith on the inside. Corey Heim up high for the lead.
Wheel to wheel for the top spot off turn 4. Further back, Ben Rhodes bounced it off the outside wall as we watch Corey Heim and Chandler Smith stay wheel to wheel for the top spot.
Door to door one more time off turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Heim with a little more.
Rowdy all jacked up on.
Chandler Smith drives it deep on the inside of 3.
Ford and Toyota side by side for the lead at North Wilkesboro. Chandler Smith's back end kicks out.
Corey Heim, Chandler Smith side by side. Did you see the interview between Rowdy and Hamlet? Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I watched the whole thing, and how he was talking about Legato too. Like, that was the best. It was a great podcast, Chris. Rowdy all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That's right. Let's see if Rowdy can come through the field though. Let's see where he's at now. Come on, Rowdy. Rowdy up only 1 spot in 22nd spot. Come on, Rowdy. It was a good interview. It was.
Stuart Friesen is 4th, and a good battle behind them for 5th.
I love how Rowdy said if the promotion caution, he would just cause his own caution. So Heim and Chandler Smith battling here, and they got Riggs right there too as well, and Friesen. So Heim has not pulled away this time like he did last time.
He got a little bit of a nip in the back bumper bumper courtesy of Chandler Smith in turn 4.
Yeah, Chandler Smith moved Enfinger up the track, and then he tried to spin out Heim.
Tyler Ankrum has gotten by him. Gio Ruggiero has gotten by him, although Enfinger just trying to do everything he can to stay in that wheel-to-wheel battle.
And Chandler, he almost caused the 3-car wreck there in that start. Luckily, Heim had a control over his truck.
At the front of the field again, it's Corey Heim.
Luke Baldwin got into the wall, it looks like. He was running pretty good today.
Chandler Smith will not allow Corey Heim even a moment's rest. He's back to the bottom, down the back straightaway. Again, Corey Heim strong off turn 2.
Corey Heim is just leaving Chandler Smith enough room just to get a whiff of that inside lane. Here's Heim again. He'll power around Smith to keep the
Heim,
lead.
Smith, and Riggs.
Turn 1.
Heim is very specific.
91 to go.
Leaving Chandler Smith a little less room to get back to the throttle than he would ideally like to have.
Cruz and Garcia battling for 8th place. Brent Cruz. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, Chris. 2 more likes to 150. Thanks for being here. Hey, we got to 32,380. Thanks, y'all. Keep on hitting that subscribe for us. Keep hitting that like for us as well. Trying to get to 150 on the likes. 150. See if we can finish with 200 likes tonight. 200. We got a little ways to go. 89 laps to go here in stage 3. Corey Heim and Chandler Smith battling, man. It's Randy. It's on FS1. Chris, you didn't miss much except Corey Heim dominating stage 1, Grant Enfinger dominating stage 2, and now Heim back out front. I laughed when Carl Edwards was confused why everyone was cheering Rowdy and booing Hamlin. Me too.
Top spot on the racetrack, Chandler Smith rides his tire tracks as they exit turn 2.
I think Heim's going to start pulling away here. I think Chandler Smith, I take that back.
He takes that spot away and immediately drives off by 5 truck lengths.
All the while, Corey Heim back around Chandler Smith to keep the lead with 85 to go.
85 laps to go. 85 laps to go. It is Heim time, and Chandler Smith still staying with him. Still staying with him. Cole says, the TV here is showing legend car racing at Highland Rim on cable TV. Yeah, I need to go. That'll be fun. Go see some racing up there. 156 likes. Thank you, guys. See if we get to that 200 like mark. And subscribe. Y'all, subscribe. Well, now it shows it. That's weird. Let's see here. And anytime you need to know where your driver is, let me know. Rowdy, I don't think, has climbed a bit. Rowdy has moved up 2 spots since the green flag. He's in 21st spot. Majeski back there in 18th. Connor Mozak has dropped 11 spots since the green flag. 10 spots for Raj Karuth. He's dropped 10 spots. Anybody moved up? Yeah, Jake Garcia. He's up 7 spots. Brent Cruz up 5. Gio up 5. So, Sue, do you want to be a big YouTuber? My goal for this year was 50,000 subscribers, but the way things are going now with all the changes we've had to make, probably not going to hit 50, but maybe 40 by the end of the year. Good possibility of 40. That would be my goal, 40,000. But you never know. We got a long year ahead, lots of stuff to do. So maybe 50. I mean, that's a long time of doing streams and stuff. So we could hit 50,000 by the end of the year. I'd be ecstatic. We hit 40, I would be ecstatic. So, but we'll see how it goes. Corey Heim still not letting, Chandler Smith still not letting Heim get away. Still not letting him get away.
This is the story of the one.
They have some commercials like crazy. So Heim and who's that in the 26 car? No, Matt Crafton, and that's a 75 Emerling. Back and forth. Chandler keeps on trying to get past Corey Heim. But here is Munoz is going to be in the way here on this one, so Heim's going to get around.
Heim and Chandler Smith. Lap traffic becoming involved, Alex, with Stuart Friesen a distant 2.3 seconds in arrears.
He is, and he's got a solid race truck, does Stuart Friesen, trying to put together back-to-back race weeks of solid days after what's just been a
Tom Bush even sucks in trucks.
For Stuart Friesen and that team.
Right now, it thins out for the lead.
I think so too. Kyle Busch, he's my man. If he can't do it, no one can. That's right, David. Bobby. That's hilarious.
Christopher, on a track like this, when you've had Corey Heim and Chandler Smith just going at it for the
Jay's goal is to be nice to coworkers. That's a hard thing to do. I tell you that for sure. Especially when you're in charge of them.
Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous for Chandler Smith. He keeps
Tony's in 21st spot. She's kind of hung out there all night. 21st started, 22nd at the end of stage, 21st to stage 2. Bobby says, I'm sorry, but I call it like I see it, CeeLo. It's all good. Thanks for getting us to 150 on the likes, y'all. Try to get that 200 mark.
29 consecutive on the board. So to Christopher's point, Mike, yeah, Chandler Smith may have overcooked those front Goodyear tires, as right now he's just had to fall back in line and get
Chandler Smith, I was thinking that he would battle long enough and then just fall off, and that's what's happening. Corey Heim now extending that to a half a second. It'll probably be at over a second here pretty soon. Who has the most wins in this series? Rowdy. Yep, you're right, Chris. You are right about that. You think I'll hit 50K? We'll see. Good possibility. 18,000 subscribers. It's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's how it goes.
Some flashes of brilliance, but they just haven't had the consistency when the checkered flag goes in the air.
I mean, we used to do 1,000 subs a week here for racing on the weekends. You know, with the Xfinity series, and then when we had the cameras for the Cup, yeah, it was nice. That's okay though.
And the racing has settled down on the racetrack. Let's let you know where your favorite driver's running. 6 laps to go.
T-Man says CeeLo would be a big YouTuber if he wasn't a Denny fan. Yeah, I think the 11 cat kind of throws people off a little bit. Corey Heim still a half a second lead. 69 laps to go here.
11th and Caden Honeycutt 12th. Sammy Smith goes 13th. Rajah Caruth is being scored 14th. Daniel Hemrick is 15th. Time adjusted
No.
Tanner Gray 17th.
I've learned not to do any new stuff.
After the speeding penalty on pit road,
I probably will just stick to what I do, and that's it. New stuff doesn't work too well for me. 07 finally got around the 81. Finally. Kyle Busch now in the 19th place. Finally got around Jack Wood. Now he's going to face his weight on Connor Mozak.
Alexander is 30th. Tyler Tomasi is 31st. 3 trucks are out. They are Ryan Roulette in 32nd. Derek White in 33rd.
If we did more football, I think you'd get a lot more subs. Yeah. I just don't want to do any NFL. As much as our NASCAR really... we wouldn't be able to do NFL until like after the NASCAR season's over, because Saturdays are pretty much taken for college, and NASCAR's on Sundays as well. So our NASCAR coverage is the one that, you know, takes priority over everything. Could I do some Sunday night games? Yes, but do I really want to? No. I mean, I'm not trying to like be on all the time. I mean, I know that's what it takes, but as long as you're consistent doing things, you should be okay. So, and I'm comfortable with what we do. Are you going to do the Braves tonight? No, Ernest, I'm taking the night off. I'm going to hang out with Miss Spain, and we'll be back tomorrow for a long stream with the NASCAR All-Star Race Open and the NASCAR All-Star Race. And then next weekend, we are going to be busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like really, really busy next weekend. So I'm going to take the time to take a little break on today and go from there. NASCAR should partner up with some YouTubers like yourself so you could broadcast the races. I bet you'd see ratings go up for NASCAR. Yes, and I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of licensing and stuff like that. And I'd like to go talk to someone while I'm in Nashville. I'd like to ask somebody while I'm in Nashville, just a question who I need to talk to. But can do a lot of things while I'm in Nashville talking about some people. So we'll see how that goes. Next Sunday, favorite day of the year. Yes, next Sunday with the CeeLo 1100, the Indy 500, and the Coke 600 next Sunday. We'll be bringing that live to you guys here on the channel. We're having a good time. We did the Indy 500 last year. We had a lot of NASCAR fans in there following Kyle Larson. So excited for the Coke 600 too. So hopefully we get back for both starts and Larson gets to do it as well. He's going to go for the double here and see if he can finish both. But should be an interesting next Friday night. Next Friday is Cletus. Cletus is going to be doing the ARCA race. We'll be finally doing an ARCA race. And then the the truck race next Friday night. Saturday is the Xfinity race. Sunday is the Coke 600 and the Indy 500. Plus throw in the qualifying streams and also the practices and all that stuff. We're going to be on a lot. Tiffany says, Miss Spain, shout out. She needs an emoji. I don't know if she really wanted an emoji, but we're going to be on the whole entire time next weekend. So CeeLo's going to take some time, hang out with Miss Spain this weekend and hang out. Speaking of the CeeLo 1100, Larson's about to qualify again. All right, let us know, Dubs, how he does. Let us know. Let's know.
Conquer whatever it throws at you with the Craftsman V20 brushless RP outdoor lineup. More runtime, better performance.
Thank you, Tiff. Appreciate it. It's a lot way too much for you, Georgia fan says.
Well,
Norm Benning that started this race is 73 years old. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Good job, Norm Benning. Norm Benning. Thank you, Tiff, as well. Always, Tiff, for the super chats. We appreciate you, Tiff. Tiff finally changed her name, too. It's no longer James. She's Tiff.
On this latest restart, he's up to the number 9 spot. And after getting a pit road speeding penalty on the last pit stop, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch is beginning to make some noise.
He is.
Kyle Busch moving up finally.
Consistently putting up really
15th spot.
and making awesome passes.
He's up 8 spots. Oh, Rowdy's coming.
Widen out turns 3 and 4, and it's paying dividends here.
Rowdy.
So Chris Wilner, we have now put 49 consecutive green flag laps on the board. We heard Christopher Bell talk a moment ago, a little concerned maybe Chandler Smith might be abusing the tires early on in this run. Chris Wilmer, what are they saying?
Yeah, well, Alex, just listening to the radio chatter between his crew chief John Leonard and Chandler Smith, you guys noted that Chandler was running the bottom through the most part of this early run. Well, as we're getting close to the longest green flag stretch of the day, they're now telling Chandler to keep your tires as cool as possible. And I have to ask, since we have Christopher Bell in the booth, Christopher, how do you do that as a driver? Is that simply preventing the rear wheels from slipping up off the corner, or what can you do to kind of maintain your tire temperature to make sure you have something later in the run?
Yeah, it's just all about the balance of the truck. And if your truck is pushing and you're overslipping the front tires, that's going to be your culprit. And if you're sliding around,
Gary, what's going on, Gary? Good to see you.
Tires. So just from experience,
appreciate you, Gary.
Track, turn 1 and 2, when you run lower on the track, it puts a lot more stress.
Kyle needs a yellow. He does. He's finally getting it though. He's in 15th spot. Currently 15th.
Ran inside of the 11 for so long, but
you get a chance for a bathroom break? Yeah, I do. Yep. I usually go before and then after. Not that long.
We came into this racing weekend concerned that it was
just got here. Who's winning? Shocker, Corey Heim. Now about 2 seconds with 50 laps to go. They can make it here on fuel as well because the fuel window is 110. The stage was 120 laps. The 110 was, or 120 was the fuel window, and they're only doing 110 laps here. So should be able to go all the way. If there's a caution, there'll be a green flag, but looks like it's going to be possibly a Corey Heim win here. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen as cars are kind of stretched out right here. But Chandler Smith, who gave him a run here in this last stage, is kind of falling back the wayside now with Corey Heim in P1.
If you go back to our
I took that pic of Lake Michigan. I should have claimed it.
Place truck, and he was hoping everybody else was going to make the wrong calls today and go the opposite direction.
This channel's full of great people. You're right.
Right now, Kyle Busch is
back, everyone. Had to drive my brother and his friend, Miss Daisy, to the Stoke. There you go. Heim is at 99.3 fantasy points right now. Thanks for the subs.
That Cambridge Chevrolet has been very this afternoon, Mike. But Kyle Busch has manufactured
Rowdy,
a line that works.
14
The
spots.
truck is still tail happy, but he is freewheeling it as high on this racetrack as we've seen anybody go.
He has indeed put Daniel Hemrick behind him, so Kyle Busch now
14 spot. You're welcome, Patrick.
Up front, it's Corey Heim by 1.8 seconds.
Larson did another qualifying run at Indy, not in the fast 12, but he's now 16th. Thank you, Bronny.
Just a bit for Chandler Smith.
$10 Chris B. Thanks for all you do. Chris, thank you for all you do. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Everybody tell Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Chris, appreciate it, buddy. 44 laps to go here. Thank you, Chris. I'm now 2.36 second lead. Jalapeno. Hey, CeeLo, some pretty interesting news developed within the last few days. Let me know, Jalapeno. What you got, Jalapeno? 8th place for Brett Cruz.
A couple of lap trucks and about a second on the stopwatch separate Lane Riggs from Chandler Smith. They are running second and
Chandler
third.
Smith.
Right
How is they not run out of gas? Their fuel window is 120 laps. This is all about over a half a lap big. So Rowdy P12, he's coming. He's up to 12 now. He was in the 15th. He's on the screen just barely. If he gets past Honeycutt, he will be on the screen. $5 super chat. The lady in the 5, Tony, keep digging, girl. Thank you, Ricky, for that $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Ricky. Everybody tell Ricky thank you. Georgia fan says we need a yellow.
He's running so high.
162 laps. We're trying to 162 likes. We're trying to get to 200 likes to finish the stream. 200 likes. We appreciate you guys. Larson is safely in the 500. Okay. Uh-oh. The 22 truck is kind of slow. Tyler Thomasy again. He caused the caution the first time, and he's going to cause another caution. Tyler Thomasy again, his second time, causing a caution. Thank you, Thomasy. As this will be a battle to the end here with 39 laps to go. There are going to be pit stops, and it's going to come down to the end here. Tomasi. Appreciate you hanging with us tonight. We thank you so much. Just a reminder, I will not be doing the heat races tonight. I will not be doing the heat races today. We'll be back tomorrow for the NASCAR Open and the NASCAR Cup Series All-Star Race. So we'll be back for those. Those streams will be up on the channel later on tonight. But thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We thank you for watching us all the time and hanging out in our chat and helping us out. Thanks for the super chats today. Tiffany, Chris B, Ricky. Who else here? Let me look here. Let's see. Who else? So Tiffany, Chris B, Ricky with the super chats today. Some subscribers as well. We thank you guys. As you're hitting that, trying to get to 32,400 is our goal this weekend. We'll see if we can get there tomorrow. But we're going to be streaming for a long time tomorrow because the Open starts at, I think, 5 Central, and the Open starts around 7 or 8 Central. So the race starts around 8 Central. So we'll be streaming for a long time tomorrow. So I hope SVG can make it into the All-Star race tomorrow. It'll be huge for him. And if he's starting on the front, and Chandler Smith is coming in to the pits by himself, not Corey Heim. Only Chandler Smith taking 4 tires. Thank you, Ricky. Only 10 more cautions to hit my guess, right? I'm going to run out of gas? I don't think so. And cause the big one? Oh, Heim is it? I'm sorry. I didn't see him in there. Filipino says, I was planning on flying over to England and attending the British Grand Prix. Well, my cousin Robbie passed away unexpectedly, so I'm going to divert the funds toward his funeral. Wow, Jalapeno. That's sad, but that's so nice and generous of you. Tiffany says, a $5 super chat. As one of the few girls here, thank you for all you do. So wonderful. Ricky, Tony is fierce. Thank you for showcasing her. Yes. Thank you, Tiff. Another 5 super chat. We appreciate you, Tiff. What are your thoughts on the cup running a points race here? I mean, this all-star race has kind of ran its course, I think, as well. I agree with Harvick. It's kind of ran its course, but maybe a pit race. I don't know. If it's going to have the leader out front all the time like that, I don't know. It's kind of like Bristol. It's hard to pass the leader here. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. The All-Star race has been around a long time. I think they should have it on a Saturday night. They shouldn't have it on a Sunday. Give the drivers a night off, another week off. At least a Sunday off. I think they should do it on a Saturday night. Make the All-Star race a Saturday night fun fest to get ready for the 600. And I think they should move it back to Charlotte. I mean, that's a little better of a track, I believe. So that way they're there for 2 weeks for the Charlotte 600. Tiffany, there is a couple more ladies on the lower ranks coming up. Jade Averson and Taylor Remier. I've never heard of either one of those, Ricky. Never heard of any of those. All right. We're in stage 3, and it's going to be about less than a 30-lap shootout here, or about a 30-lap shootout for the win here. And Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, Gio, Brent Cruz, Chandler Smith is in P5. He's got 4 fresh feel goods.
Lane to restart.
4 fresh feel goods.
Now Corey Heim is going to be the first to accept D1 to go, and he will restart in the outside. Lane Riggs will restart down low. Gio Ruggiero will go topside. Brent Cruz to the bottom. Chandler Smith will go to the outside lane. Jake Garcia will opt to restart in the lane.
Move all this to the road Atlanta. Uh-oh, speeding.
Another one for Kyle Busch, his second.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Rowdy
and then a safety violation
and Honeycutt
for Ty Majeski and his
team. And Ty Majeski. Rowdy with a speeding penalty again. Are you kidding me?
The dash settings or the tax settings for the 07 of Kyle Busch. A veteran driver like Kyle.
No way.
It's rare to make a mistake.
I can't wait to hear him on the scanner.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity,
oh
boogity.
my gosh.
Let's go racing, boy.
Get to the front. I don't think he's got enough time to get back with 33 to go.
33 to go. Speeding penalty for Rowdy again. That's crazy. Here we go.
Every car, happy owner.
Heim and Lane Riggs back. Remember what happened last time? They bumped each other. Heim learned that time. He went high on that turn.
Green flag goes back in the air. It's Corey Heim
on the
outside lane, trying to get away from Lane Riggs, who digs downstairs.
Kyle Busch having a rough season for sure, especially on pit road. Looks like this is going to be Corey Heim's race.
Diving down low, Chandler Smith to the inside of Ruggiero for third.
Chandler Smith rumbles out.
Trying to get to 200 likes, y'all. 200 likes. Help us out.
The wick up on Lane Riggs for second.
He'll dial up the low line, take the short way through turns 1 and 2, but Lane Riggs powers off the top of 2. He'll keep Chandler Smith behind him.
He'll do that for the moment. Further back, they are 2 and 3 wide in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Jake Garcia will hip check Stuart Friesen to the outside lane. Luke Baldwin is there, and they're going to give each other donuts on the doors.
Boy, it's going to be hard to get through turns 1 and 2 the way they're racing, but they do. At least
I'm pulling away from Chandler Smith.
The challenge is back on for second. Chandler Smith takes it away.
He will take it away from Lane Riggs. Chandler Smith.
Now, Heim didn't pit. He hadn't pit since lap 144. And that's crazy that Chandler Smith had 4 fresh good tires, about 70 laps more than Heim, and he can't keep up with him. He should retire. I can't believe that Chandler Smith put 4 fresh feel goods on, and he still can't keep up with him.
hugging the bottom of the racetrack, shortening the lap.
That's how good Heim is.
Heim is the leader. Chandler Smith is second. Lane Riggs is third. The battle shaping up for fourth.
He does hold the crown. You're right, Chris.
In the person of Tyler Ankrum.
Ankrum takes the bottom of the racetrack. Brent Cruz lets it ride the outside lane.
Crazy. 26 laps to go here for Corey Heim, and I don't think anybody's going to touch him.
His career debut in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Brent Cruz battling now for a spot to try to hang on inside the top 5 with Tyler Ankrum.
He has been very impressive. Whatever the final finishing position is.
Heim is the new Kyle Busch for trucks.
Has had a pretty good start to his Truck Series career. He'll fall back in.
You're not supposed to last 100 laps on gas. Heim might. Let's see where Heim is on fuel. That's one thing that this site does not have, but NASCAR.com does. You can go to NASCAR.com and you can look at their fuel. Now let's see where Heim is on fuel. Let's see where it's at.
Caruth on the bottom of the racetrack. Rhodes lets her fly on the outside lane. They stay wheel to wheel back in turns.
It's going to be a close one, but I think Heim's going to pull it off.
As he pokes a nose to the inside of Caruth, can't make it stick at the exit of turn 2.
Heim. I don't know if you can see it or not. No, you can't.
Who'll punch a hole to the inside of Daniel or make that Ben Rhodes. Bottom of the racetrack.
Heim. I guess green screen doesn't let me do stuff like that. A fun all-star race would be Daytona or Talladega. Oh, that would be fun too. Yeah. Or at least do it like every other year. A super speedway. Every other year for the all-star race.
Christopher Bell, the tire difference between the first and second place trucks, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 65, 68 laps.
Or make them drive IROCs at the IROC cars. The all-star guys have to drive IROCs.
Yeah, I am impressed with how Corey Heim.
I predict Heim will be full-time in the 20 Xfinity Series car next year. And man, hey, that 20 car, I'll be picking that every week.
It will be interesting to see whenever the
20 to go.
If the 11 truck will
Chandler Smith trying to get there on Corey Heim as those tires of Heim's are starting to wear down, and Chandler Smith tires are starting to work a lot better.
Well, I think they obviously refired really quick. And
I think Heim should have pit. I don't know why he didn't pit.
I would say we're closing in on
Chandler Smith is getting closer here.
14?
Yeah.
What is IROC? It used to be like a special like division that they ran like at super speedways and certain other tracks back in the day, and it was like a little league of like all-star, like IndyCar guys and NASCAR and different streets like Grand Prix racers and stuff like that. They would all race at certain tracks, and it would be like a league. I'm still holding strong here. I thought, where's Kyle Busch Trenton? Kyle Busch has gotten hit with speeding two times in a row. 17 laps to go. Where's Rowdy? Did he move up? Rowdy is in 16th. Corey Heim pulling a Lightning McQueen here.
Slam the door right in the face of Chandler
Oh,
Smith.
no, yeah, IROC. It was a special racing division. Dale Sr. pretty much dominated that thing. International Race of Champions. That's it, Daryl. That's it. Dude, the All-Star race at the Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama. 15 to go.
Lead is 1.5 seconds in front of Lane Riggs, who runs third.
Chandler Smith trying to get there, but Heim's truck is so good with about almost 100 laps less than Chandler Smith here. I can't believe it. Currently 4 cautions. I think I'm the only one that said 5, Shane says. 4 cautions.
Another way to go on the attack as they head to turn 2.
There is lap traffic on the horizon. The Jason Alexander machine on the back straightaway. The Frankie Muniz machine as well. Corey Heim will go.
It's been a quick race, only 2 hours.
And here is Chandler Smith. He will
about 2 hours, so we went 15 minutes early. Currently, NASCAR is basically IROC, CP says. The best Indy NASCAR F1 racing on the same track, making a racing series of it. It was good, Cole. It was fun.
Make their way up off turn number 4, down to the line. 12 laps to go now in the Window World 250. Heim the leader. Chandler Smith on the attack.
These two have raced.
Yes, it was fun, Richard, wasn't it?
Lap after lap after lap this afternoon.
Xfinity cars with 1,000 horsepower.
Wonder if that'll continue all the way to the finish.
Chandler Smith looking wide off the corner, changing his lane.
What are they? Well, how about we just do a demolition derby, and whoever wins wins. A demolition derby would be good. We're almost to 200. 28 to go. Hit that like for us, y'all. Help us out. We're trying to end the stream with 200 likes. We're at 10 laps to go. Chandler Smith's last chance here. He's within a car length, maybe 2. I'm now 3 car lengths. I think he gave it all he had, and now he's pulling away. 2,000 laps he's led in his NASCAR career for Corey Heim. Heim blows a tire. Heim blows a tire. Go, go, go.
He is beginning to leg it out now with
what up, Chris? Good to see you, bro.
They will have to deal with before the
see, the cup races suck this year, but Xfinity has been, yeah, it has been fun. There's a lot of cool, there's a lot of talent in the Xfinity series, making it fun. They'll be back next week in Charlotte. 7 to go here, y'all. 7 to go. Make sure you check in the vlog there, in the chat. There's our vlog for this week. Make sure you go give that a comment and a like, please. Can Chandler Smith go one more run here? 6 to go. 6 to go here. Trying to get to 200 likes. We're at 182. We're 18 away. Checkered flag, here I come. That's right, Polish Racer. It's Heim time. Chandler Smith, one last chance. Oh, he gives Heim the bump. And oh no, Brent Cruz. And wow, Chandler Smith gave Heim the bump. And there's a caution. Oh.
Bump and run. Caution flag is
Cruz
on the speedway.
spins. And Chandler Smith gave time a little bump on those old tires. Smart move.
Find out by NASCAR race control when the caution flag was called and who the race leader was going to be.
4 laps to go.
Piece to this entire equation, Christopher Bell. Who's going to have?
It's going to be Corey Heim in front.
This restart.
I will say, hey, we are going to have some contact getting into turn 1 on the restart, no matter who's in what lane. And
yeah, for sure. One of the best races I've ever been to was IROC race at Michigan. Earnhardt bumped into side of Dale Jr. and Sr. won by inches. Nice.
And just as he tried to get away, that's when the caution flag came out. So that situation got put on pause while 3 trucks got collected.
Green, white checker here coming up, y'all.
That Corey Heim was the leader after the last scoring loop when the
Corey Heim, it doesn't matter. They're going to go back green, white checkered.
And Corey Heim was leading at that
oh, man. So Chandler Smith's going to push him out of the way, or Heim's going to do it. I don't think Heim's aggressive like that, though.
Yeah, as they've got some debris.
Heim's not like that. Chandler Smith is.
Goodyear Eagle tire carcass laying out in the middle of
your dark horse is in finger. He's in 5th place.
Down here and give everybody the opportunity
and
to
Baldwin spin Brent Cruz.
Has made his way to pit road. Tough break.
The 66. No, that's Ben Rhodes. That's Ben Rhodes. Sorry about that. Ben Rhodes calls that caution. He spun out Brent Cruz in that one truck.
We've seen all day long that
he put the bumper to him.
Groove, but at what point does 8 tires become better than 4? And we saw
old super speed division days.
To take the lead. I think whoever
Full Trickle says it was called the first Masters series. Jaguar couldn't sell their 750,000 supercar, so they made a racing series out of a bunch of them, and a lot of them got wrecked.
What's going through your mind right now? How are you getting yourself squared away?
I mean, I think he's already taken the gloves off. He's put his cards on the table. He knows what he's going to do. And Corey Heim, he should know as well. So I don't know. If you're Corey, do you play it safe and try and
Chandler Smith's aggressive, man.
and move him up the racetrack?
He's aggressive,
we got a
dude.
lot that's going to unfold here on this green-white checkered.
Turning into quite the chess
All right.
match now. On just
Do
what
both
lane
of them
to
wreck
restart,
and Lane
all the
Riggs
while,
wins?
Lane Riggs may be in the catbird seat. Same
Yeah, I
with
was about to
Tyler
say,
Aker.
get
They
Lane
were
Riggs
third
right there in
and
third spot.
we'll
Like,
find
he
out
can
with
sit
the
there
front two
and
and
wait
the opportunity to choose what
for
lane
Heim and
restart
Chandler
happens.
Smith to, like,
Where does Riggs go? Where does
hit each
Aken
other.
go? Could they be the ones in
Lane
position
Riggs, baby.
to try to capitalize if there's significant contact?
It's green-white checker
we were
time.
talking earlier in a commercial break about, this has been a pretty calm race, right? Pretty calm. Nobody losing their minds, so to speak.
You're taking the over.
This is the opportunity for that to happen.
Oh, well, about Kyle. Still some good racing going on. You're right. 2 speeding penalties by Kyle. Christopher Bell thinks possibly he has a gauge that's wrong on the dashboard causing his speeding penalties. Dallas says, what's up? What's up, Dallas? Good to see you.
A crowd favorite. The question is,
That's right, Patrick. Riggs is just like, I'm just going to hang out right here. I'm going to let y'all go into turn 1, wreck each other, and I'm going to take the lead. That's kind of what Engfinger did in turn 3 on that one restart in stage 2. Engfinger kind of was holding back, and then he took the lead like that.
Question is, will Chandler lead anymore, or will it be Heim time yet again?
And remember, Heim is on bad tires. He has not pit since lap 114.
So good on restarts.
We are now on lap 2.
How will you handle this? And how will
210?
Chandler Smith has been
251. We're on lap 251. Chandler Smith has fresher tires than Corey Heim here.
So I think reputation of drivers comes into play.
Bobby, are you stuck on Kyle? Kyle Busch should have retired when he left Gibbs.
Into scenarios like this.
Well,
Bumping his race.
About knowing your competition.
This is going to be interesting.
And if you're Corey, you've been racing around Chandler for multiple years now. You know what his
but the tires
is,
though,
aggression level is, and what his driver code.
Corey Heim is on
Chandler
old
Smith,
tires.
You're doing the same thing about Corey Heim. So we're about to see a heck of a.
This is going to be interesting.
Right now, the field
You're right, Matt. Same as what I just said. It's going to be a photo finish.
The one to go signal. Now, an update and a refresher for NASCAR overtime. When they take the green flag,
2-lap shootout.
Come back around to the white. If the caution flag waves before they get to the white flag.
Now, you also got to think about this too as well. Now, Heim is low on gas. If we go, oh yeah,
one of 2 flags.
There is a possibility if we go another green-white checker, Heim might be in trouble because he is low on fuel. Him and Lane Riggs are both low on fuel. Everybody else, and then Greg, a little G as well. So if we go extra laps here, Heim might run out of gas. This might be Denny Hamlin at Nashville last year. Remember Denny? 5 restarts and he had to pit because he was about to run out of gas.
That left the bottom wide open.
This is going to be interesting.
So here's how they choose. Front row inside will be Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith's going to go on the inside. Heim's taking the outside because he knows he can do it well out there. Chris Haney says Heim lost his race. I don't know why he didn't pit.
With Grant and Finger on the outside.
Here we go. If you're watching ahead of me, don't spoil it. If you're watching ahead of me, don't spoil it. Here we go. Chandler Smith, Corey Heim. Let's go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boy.
Yeah, we'll find out what happens.
All right. Here we go. This is going to be good. What up, like, dislike? Heim.
He's the one that can get on the gas.
Gets the lead. Here comes Lane Riggs.
The Echo Park Automotive restart.
Lane Riggs.
They get there right now.
There's Lane Riggs.
Tries to get away.
Trying to row here. Does he get the white flag? Does he bump Heim out of the way? Heim. White flag. Who's going to win? Riggs. Heim. Heim goes to the outside. Riggs. Heim spins. Corey Heim spins. Corey Heim spins. Chandler Smith's going to win this thing. Oh my gosh. Heim and Riggs is losing it. Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
caution is on the speedway as they come off turn number 4.
Oh.
Chandler Smith will be the first back to the
My
line,
dark
but it
horse,
does
baby.
not matter there. It's when the caution
Poor
flag
Heim,
was
man.
called after the leader
Those
took the
tires,
white
I'm telling you,
flag
bro.
here in
Oh,
NASCAR
he's mad.
overtime. Corey Heim finally
Heim's
gets
mad,
his truck
man.
righted. He's going to fall in towards the tail end of the field. What a finish here as we wait for NASCAR
Wow.
race control now to determine who was out front when the caution flag was called.
The roar from this crowd at North Wilkesboro was voluminous, and everybody is
Yeah,
holding their breath
exactly.
in the grandstands right now to figure out who won this race. On the racetrack right now, it is
Oh,
Riggs,
my
it is
gosh.
Chandler Smith that is
Chandler
sitting there
Smith.
as we get ready to find out
He's
who's gonna
aggressive.
win. Everybody, and it's just come. Chandler Smith has
He
won
is
this
the winner.
race today. The window
Chandler
wall
Smith
250
with the win.
to Chandler Smith, and let's go to the winning driver's pit area.
Wow, that's crazy. Congratulations, Chandler Smith.
What a restart, what a drive.
What happened? Wasn't watching the finish of this race.
What does this
Chris,
statement win mean for this team?
Corey Heim was the lead. He went into the turn. Him and Chandler Smith battling there on that last turn. And then Heim with bad tires. I mean, he had pits since lap 114. We're on lap 250 something, 251, 252. Heim's tires were beat, and he got loose and spun out. And then it was Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith at the end battling. Lane Riggs again to battle for it, and he finishes second again, even though last week he got DQ'd. But Chandler Smith has been aggressive these last couple of laps here, and he pulls off the win. So congratulations, Chandler Smith with the big win. Wow. Lane Riggs second. We'll see if he holds second place this time. We'll see if he holds second place. So let's go through the lineup really quick, and then we'll call it a day. I don't know if Corey Heim's going to do anything. They got the camera on Corey Heim like he is mad. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what he does. Corey Heim dominated this race. And I don't know if he's going to go say hi to Lane Riggs, or who is he going to go say hi to? That's the question here. They're following him. He's waiting on somebody. Old Corey Heim waiting on somebody, man. Oh. Who's he waiting on? Chandler Smith with the big win, y'all. Riggs getting DQ'd again would be crazy. Wouldn't that be crazy if he gets DQ'd, finishes second again? I don't know if they would have done another caution if Riggs or Heim would have done. He's waiting on that 34. That's why I thought he was waiting on Riggs. Him and Riggs got together again. Riggs almost wrecked Hocevar last week. Riggs wrecked Heim this week. What's up with Lane Riggs, man? What's up with Lane Riggs? They don't really fight anymore. No, they don't. There's Lane Riggs. You going to talk to him? Oh, my gosh. Waiting on his man. That's right. He's waiting on him. Congrats to Heim's crew chief. He won dumbest decision of the year. Yeah, why don't you pit? Why did you pit? You're such a good car. Why don't you pit? But Chandler Smith being so aggressive, and Rowdy finished 9th after being caught speeding twice, which is crazy. Good job. Oh, yeah, that's his teammate. Front Row Motorsports. Front Row Motorsports living up to their life there. First and second today. Front Row Motorsports. Wow, wow, wow.
That we were as bad as where we were running all day, but
Blue Oval for the win, baby. Corey says, "What's up, Corey?"
Top 5 finish, and we do apologize for the language during that interview.
Oh, darn.
Race-winning driver Chandler Smith, who's with Chris Wilner.
Fist bumps to the crew here at the start-finish line at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Chandler, what a wild finish. came down to a decision, but walk us through the final restart and what worked for you there.
Honestly, my teammate getting a better restart than me and getting up next to the 11. I spun the tires really bad. I choked it up really bad, but the 34 got to him, started racing them pretty good, and they wanted to turn one side by side, and was racing really hard, and I kind of seen an opportunity to present itself there, and we came out on the right end of the stick. Just can't say enough about everybody at Front Row Motorsports, Bob Jenkins, Jerry Freese for reaching out to me, and having the belief in me to start the second truck team from the ground up so late in the off season as we did. Damn, I'm glad they did. We're having a lot of fun right now. So
2 wins on this season. As you mentioned, this team was put together late, but you faced adversity this weekend with the brake issues. What did it take from a team collective effort today to put yourself in victory?
Why didn't they throw a caution? I think they did. And Chandler Smith was out front the whole entire time.
From the back and got good track position and whatnot, and just my crew chief John Leonard kept up with the
Ford, baby, Minute says.
Pit calls and yeah, it was just meant to
was a good time. All have an amazing evening. God bless you all. Thank you, Lisa. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, here we go. I'm going to talk to Riggs. Here we go. Heim in his face. Riggs like, Here we go. I'm just said his piece and walked away. And as he was walking away, Riggs said something.
Like you just said, we're a team.
That's not like Heim. Can't beat him, spin him. But your dark horse won.
34 truly do work as a team when it comes in the shop, tear down, speedway.
Bless you too.
Me and Lane's got a great relationship. And,
awesome. All right, so that is that. We'll go through the field really quick here. Let's go through the field really quick, and we'll call it a night. Chandler Smith wins on a crazy finish. The camera's man still on Riggs, following him, or follow on Heim. But he walked over, said a little piece to Riggs. Riggs shook his head and said some stuff when Heim walked away. But let's see what Riggs has to say here. He said, but I love you. That's what he said. He said, I'll be back. Told you they don't fight. Have a good night, Seal. You're right, Randy. They don't fight anymore. He basically said, I didn't fence him. I spun him. That's all I did. So there it is. So Chandler Smith wins. Lane Riggs second. Grant Enfinger third. Tyler Ankrum fourth. Majeski fifth. Daniel Hemrick sixth. Seventh, Little G. Eighth, Caden Honeycutt. Ninth, Kyle Busch. 10th, Kyle Busch came from went up 4 spots on that restart. Sammy Smith in 10th. 11th, Jake Garcia. Tanner Gray in 12th. 13th, Luke Baldwin. 14th, Friesen. 15th, Raj Caruth. 16th, Connor Mozak. 17th, whoever said 17 cars on the lead lap, you get that there. So congratulations. Corey Heim finishes 17th place. Crazy stuff. Here's your 1 lap cars down. Bunch of 1 lap cars down. Ben Rhodes is in there after he spun Brent Cruz on that last caution. Perez there with 2 laps down. Matt Mills. Connor Jones, who caused a caution with 4 laps down there. Frankie Munoz, 7 laps down. And then you had Thomasy, Roulette, Derek White, and Norm Benning, who was 73 years old racing in this truck race today. So, all right. So that is that. I'll be sending you to the New York Mets, New York Yankees game. Our good friend Pass, Pure Adrenaline Sports, is doing that game. So make sure you go say hi to him and go cheer on the Yankees or the Mets. Thanks for the stream. I'll be back tomorrow for all the race All-Star stuff. We'll be on tomorrow for the NASCAR Open and the NASCAR All-Star Race tomorrow night right here on our channel. So thank you guys so much for everything. I want to thank my lovely wife, Spain, for everything that she does. I'm about to go hang out with her for the rest of the evening. I want to thank my mods for moderating. I want to thank my members for their hard-earned money back to the channel. And I want to thank you for watching. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. If you're watching on replay, make sure you're hitting a like. And did we get to 200 likes? Did we get there? Yeah, almost 4 to go for 200. We appreciate those. Yes, he was 73 years old. Norm Benning. Crazy stuff. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Good night from Tennessee, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And make sure you tell our good friend Pure Adrenaline Sports I said what's up. Today I'll actually end the stream. Peace.